trooper riding in the night, heart of gold but ready to fight, standing tall, doing what's right, shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep, breaking chains, leaving pain behind, calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise, second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around, justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise, second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise, second chances, they wear thin, spawn trooper rides again.
Warning: the following video contains strong language, which may be offensive to some viewers and or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only. Thank you for your attention. I don't even know how to start this. I really don't. I really don't. I wake up with my beautiful wife. I give her a hug and a kiss. And she says, "Don't cause too much trouble today, darling." And I said to her, "Sweetheart, I promise you, I will try my utmost best to piss off as many people as I possibly can in the most possible shortest period." And she went, "Okay." So good morning, everybody. Just give me a second. Shall be with you. Tweet sweet. You're gonna like this one today. Yes, you. Oh, yes, you are. I'm just gonna throw freaking screenshots in here, like if it's Anyway, shit. What was I doing? Should I just throw that in there? Yep, there I did. Right. Okay. Okie dokie. Now I need to figure out what I'm doing. Okay, there. Let's talk. I'm gonna talk. Sorry about this. I need to I need to. What's this one? Oh yes. Actually, what before? Do you know? Wait, what? Yeah, no, we'll use that. Yeah. Right, I've got a new picture to show you, and yes, and I've got a song to play to you, and this is a big shout out for JK. Oh yes. Yes. Right. Okay. Do you know what? We're still going to use the intermissions. Yeah, we're still going to use the intermissions. Okay. Shit. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go there. Let's go to the intermissions, because this is going to be. It may be a little bit of a longer one today, so my humble apologies, people. And then we're going to go like that. So what am I doing now? I don't know. Right. Okay. You're going to put that on there. Shall I use that one there? Shall I use that one? What's that one like? Okay. What's that one like? No, we'll get rid of that one. Yeah, we'll fuck that one off. Get one on her. He looks like a fucking. Okay, we'll do that one. Am I doing that one? Oh shit! I forgot my freaking. Turn it off. Alrighty then. Yep. Right. Okay. Let me just let some of the Americans know that I'm awake. And live. Right. Apparently, last night the Krampons. Well, let's just get this in context. Over the last few days, a lot of people have been speculating, been guessing, and fuck's sake. I mean, look, let me explain something to you that even idiots can understand. And I'm not calling you idiots, by the way. I'm just saying that like even an idiot can understand. When people lie, right, and when you worry so much about you want it to sound good, some people actually forget to make it look good. And what they do, they mistakenly put stuff into, because it's like the subconscious saying, "Ha ha, fuck you." And what they don't realize is that by doing that, they make mistakes. And I wake up. I go to the interwebs, and I see this video, and I'm like, "Oh, hang on a second. Wait a second. Hold the press. I noticed something." So I thought, okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you that right now. But before we do, I can't see shit because the sun's in my eyes. What you have to remember is that when people lie, okay, they make mistakes. Now, when you make mistakes, by the time you've already posted everything because you're in a rush, you forget to rectify those mistakes. I did a little bit of research this morning for about 20 minutes. I had to do some work because obviously I got a phone call yesterday, so that's good news. But I did some work. I did some checking. So join me, why don't you, into this absolute major clusterfuck of a situation. Because Lisa Rabusi and all you rest of you absolute clowns, you made a little bit of a mistake. And I mean, this is just speculation, allegedly. So please don't think that I'm attacking or, saying anything. But I'm just making sure that everyone understands that there are some discrepancies. Oh yes, there are some discrepancies. Yes, they are. Oh yes, they are. And these discrepancies have put you in a situation that you don't want to be in, Lisa Deuce. You absolutely. Now, last night, bless his cotton out. I mean, I should tag him in this. I really should tag what the hell's in this, because Jeremy Jeremy and George, they seem quite happy. I mean, obviously they're seeing the end goal at the end. They're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel now. But here's a couple of things, right, guys? I know that I'm ignoring chat, and I do apologize, but I need to concentrate on this, because if I don't, I will be giving you the wrong information, and I don't want to do that. I want you guys to follow me. I want you to listen, and I want you to pay attention to what I am saying, not how I'm saying it, but what I am saying. Now, this is going to be fucking fun. As you know, I look for discrepancies and I do research, and I know that there's people out there going to go, oh, shut up, be quiet. No one cares about what you think. Right. So I watched this video this morning, and obviously I can't stand those Krampons. No. Right. And but someone posted a video last night of them talking shit. I don't know. And they were questioning about the invoice and stuff like that. But here's the problem. I am now going to show you 100% factual proof. And if you want to tag Jeremy Hells in this, feel free to do so. Because I need to show Jeremy Hells something that can correspond, right? That may open this up, this can of worms up. This is just speculation. It's just a possibility. Now, last night on Jeremy Hell's stream with George, bless their cotton socks, right? George looked so relaxed. Seeing them two like that was genuinely nice. Anyway, they were talking about they were talking about general stuff about people trying to withdraw and stuff like that. But then they brought up the topic about Bruce Matskin bringing personal security. Now, we're talking, the thing is, what you have to understand, security companies, right? They have different levels of security. They have static security. They have industrial, retail, mobile, okay? And they have event security and stuff like that. Now, personal security, there are certain qualifications they need to be qualified for. Okay. They have to have, over in the States, they have to have the level 3 certificate, right, for CPO. Okay. That's Close Protection Operative, right? And they need to have that in the United States. They also other certifications for CPOs over in the States, where you need to do your concealed weapons certificate and everything else. So, but anyway, we digress. But there's one thing where you don't have to have a CPO's license, and that is to drive. Security companies also do other stuff like, driving. Okay, so, over in America, you're allowed to carry sidearms, blah, blah, blah. But security levels going. Now, I did some research on this company, and they in fact do training. In fact, hang on a minute. Please hold. Let me just do a couple of things here so we can get into the Gucci shit. Oh, this is one of the reasons I am so relaxed right now, because I richly fucking caught them out in a lie. Oh God, this is fucking awesome. Right. And also, oh God, I'm so excited that I'm actually richly fucking. Anyway, so where was I? What was I saying? Shit, what was I saying? Right. Okay. So it is very easy that security companies will also do a side job, or they'll have personal drivers. Okay. And the thing is, that is the most basic level of security. It's basically, say for example, George and Jeremy decide to come to the UK. They say, they want to visit Cardiff, or they want to drive around Wales, and they want to go to London, blah, blah, blah. They contact me, says, right, is there any chance you can get a, and I'll say, yep, not a problem. I can do that because I've got certain certifications that I can use. So that means I can self-employ myself. I can go on to Company House, start a company, a private security company. I've got the SIA and all the other certifications, right? And I can bang. And then I just have to design an invoice, design a letterhead, and job's done, right? Now, my little flower, what you have to understand is here. When you try to put across a lie, you have to be very careful what you do. The simplest and the slightest things, okay, can blow you out of the water. Like I said, everyone, I'm not going to get into chat right now. Just sit there, listen. I know you're there, but please don't try to derail this stream, because I will get fucking pissed off. Because what you're going to hear today is factual proof that they have lied, and I'm going to show you that exclusively here. So please, I don't mean any offense, but just pay attention. Now, I decided, and you're going to hear some music today. I decided to do some research this morning. Where the hell is that freaking? Oh, there it is. And I want you just to understand a couple of things. Now, this is from over the States. General rule: security personnel, including those working for private security companies, are generally not authorized to enter courthouses without proper notification or for authorization. Exceptions: there may be exceptions for authorized security personnel, such as who are contracted to work within the courthouse or who are responding to an emergency. However, even in this case, notification may still be required. Specific requirements. The exact requirements for entry may vary depending on the location and specific duties. For the security personnel, some courthouses may have specific procedures and protocols for security personnel entry. Notification identification. Security personnel may need to notify court staff or their presence and may be required to show identification or to be escorted by the court officials before allowed to enter. No automatic access. Simple being, a security guard does not grant automatic access to all areas of the courthouse. So, Mr. Duskin, or Mr. Foreskin, stated that he had personal security, and they showed an invoice. Oh dear. Now, on this invoice, okay, you will see a couple of discrepancies. First of all, law. Bruce Matskin Law. It's not. It's Bruce Matskin LLC. That's the first red flag that I saw. The second flag I saw was the fact that this here was off-center. Okay, this here was off-center. That should be center. Okay. The second thing I saw was this address here, Triton Protection Group LLC, at 1503 West Jackson Street, Pensacola, Florida, 32501. Okay. This here is an overlay attached to the actual screenshot from the invoice they showed last night on their stream. And as you can see, this is fair use, right? As they always scream blue murder about fair use. Okay, if it's public view, right. And at the end of the day, I have retracted my attachment. I have redacted my, as you can see, okay? But the reason I haven't redacted the company address is because this proves categorically they fucked up big time. Because the company they've used here, as you can see, is here. Right, actually, in fact, let me show you. Here you go. Let me do it this way. Okay. Ooh, no, wait, what? No. Wait. Hold your horses. Right, as you can see here, this here address doesn't correspond with that address. Everyone happy? Good. Right. Second thing, okay. All right. Well, no, wait. The second thing, what doesn't make any sense, is this bit here. Why is it a bill and then an invoice? Bill, invoice. It should say invoice to Bruce Matskin Esquire, Bruce Matskin LLC. But it doesn't. So, I mean, that's I mean, yeah. Anyway, right, we digress. That's me Nicky picking. Now, oh boy. I mean, you can't be that fucking stupid. I'm sorry, you just can't. But anyway, so we digress. Ladies and gentlemen, this here is West Jackson Street. Okay, this is West Jackson Street. This is the address they put on that invoice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this here is the location of the company. This is exactly where that red cross is, right there on that picture, right here, there. Okay, that there is the location of that security company in Pensacola. Okay. Now, if you go back and you look at West Jackson Street, and I'm not going to show this because I did this. If you go to Google Map and you're from the United States, you go Pensacola, and you look at those two addresses, and then zoom out on the map. Then zoom out on the map, and ladies and gentlemen, you will see the complete cluster, the foobar that they've caused. And something else about this. If this company employed one of their drivers, okay, why doesn't it say a company invoice? Very easy to do, invoice. Yeah, but why is invoice on the left? Why is it not center? I mean, everyone does it differently, but why is it not company? And why? I mean, like you've got invoice date, term due on receipt, invoice number 1374. Haven't they? Wait, really? What about the letters? What about the other numbers? Yeah, I mean, billing too. There's a lot of. There's a lot of. Oh, don't you worry, Philip. Right? Don't you worry. Right? Basically, all he has to do is just someone send him the link of this live stream, right? And just tell him to watch the first half now. And if Jeremy, if you are watching, I do apologize for my language, and I'm sorry, I'm a sheep shagger, and that's the way. Well, not all of us talk like this, but yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. But I'm telling you right now, okay, if this invoice is real, then that company need to be closed down and shown how to freaking, yeah, right. There's no information on that receipt whatsoever from the driver or anything else. It gives you, I mean, like there's another part of this invoice, but to be perfectly honest with you, I really didn't care about the 450 for 6 hours. You know, for 6 hours it was 450 or whatever, and then and then 250 for the vehicle. Really, that cheap? I tell you one thing: if I need a driver, that's the company I am contacting, because that is the cheapest chauffeur-driven. I mean, I would like to know what vehicle, if it was a GMC or whatever, because I'll tell you one thing, if I ever come to the States, I'm calling that company, because that company is the cheapest chauffeur-driven, security-protected company I've ever come across. Ever. A security company, right? Anyone, like if, I mean, I would be charging £800 to £1,000 a day. Right? You don't charge by the hour, you charge by the freaking day. Right? And in the charges, okay, you've got the vehicle, wear and tear, fuel, okay, the hourly the service of the driver, right? That will already be like he's doing a 12-hour shift, all right? So basically, if he does a 12-hour shift and he is with you 24/7, right, then he goes from like normal rate to a time and a half. And if it's on weekends, it's double time. So therefore, right, all that rate and all those hourly rates are already in the bill. So you're looking at like between £800 to nearly £1,200 a day for that type of environment, for that to have a vehicle with a security officer, not a CPO officer, a security guard, right? Security guards, are specific for environments. You've got event security, you've got hotel security, you've got shop security, you've got static security, you've got mobile security. And then when you go to the next level, you have close protection security. You have close protection drivers, close protection officers, stuff like that. Yeah. All right. So I hope that someone actually, hi, good morning, Chris. I hope that someone will actually go, hey, Jeremy or Tug or anybody, check this out. Because the thing is, there is such a freaking discrepancy on that invoice, just the top part of that invoice, right? Hello. Now, I'm not sure if anyone else has noticed it, and if you have, good job. Good job. Right? If you haven't, take those blinders off, step out of the box, and stop living in the clouds and look at this like a bigger picture. All right. Right? So, and this is just 20 minutes of me looking at all this shit this morning. I didn't even have my freaking second coffee either. I am really, really upset. Really upset. Yeah. Bastards. Fucking stopping me from having my coffee. Oh, God. Ah, that was nice. Right. So, anyway. Right. So, let me just. Why does that taste moldy? No, doesn't taste moldy. It's just me. Anyway. All right, let's turn this off. So, there you go. I mean, I've come across things that I really don't know. I really don't know. But I'm going to put this up today. I'm going to put this up, right? Because I think someone said something the other night. I am not a. How can I put it? I'm not. I am religious in one way, and in another way, I'm not. I mean, but I do believe that somewhere down the line, we all are going to answer our maker. But the fact that you've got people online in the public eye richly lying through their teeth, and especially someone who's a lawyer. All right. Now, here's the thing. If Jeremy says he didn't see anyone, right, and other people say they didn't see anyone with him. Wait, what? Philip, mate, right now, look, you're distracting me right now. Just please, just hang on a sec, yeah. Because you're confusing the hell out of me. I don't, I'm not going to contact anyone with my email or anything else. At the end of the day, okay, if he wants this information, then he can come and get it. All he has to do is just copy and click. That's it, right? I'm not like a puppy who runs after people. Right, I am doing this as an unbiased, neutral middle party who's in the middle going, hey, what about that? Hey, what about this? And Philip, please don't misinterpret me being angry. I'm not. I'm just saying I am not here running after people. I am just sitting here pointing out these things to people. And at the end of the day, if they want to use it, they can. Right? If they don't want to use it, they don't have to. Right? But the thing is, if it's common sense, shit like this should be common sense. If someone turns up to a court, doesn't say anything, doesn't even notify anybody, doesn't tell the court, and then 3 months later or 4 months later, suddenly in a motion says, "Oh, I had security." I mean, everything is doing. There's red flag after red flag after red flag after red flag after red flag, and people are fucking believing this shit. Philip, I got you the first time, fella. Okay, I got you the first time, bud. Right, we don't have to go on. I got you the first time. Actual fact, on that in that matter, you know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. This is what I'm going to do. Where's me songs? Because I need to go and make myself a coffee. Oh shit! Wait, what? And I'm not angry. I'm just trying to tell you, like, look, let's, I get what you're saying, Philip, but at the end of the day, I've been doing this every time, and I know for a fact that Jeremy and other people watch my streams because there's certain things they say that no one else has said except me. But I don't care about that. What I care about is the factual truth, and the fact that they made the biggest fucking balls up on an invoice. Now here's the legal issue. This is where the legal issue comes in. Say, for example, Jeremy decides to tell Randy, I want this checked. They contact that company, go, sorry, we can't give out that personal information. Then he can legally subpoena that company for the copy of an invoice from that company. And now here's the big issue. It then creates a shitstorm because now you're contacting a private security company or public, private, whatever you want to call it. All right, you're asking them for proof of invoice of someone stating that they use that company. All right, and next thing you know, you've got a shitstorm on your hands. But when it comes, I mean, this is what really perturbs me is the fact that people will listen to those idiots and believe what they've got to say. I mean, like you can tell they're lying through their teeth. The fact that they even, in the tone of their voice, I only watched a small part of that video that was on Facebook because it just hearing their voices makes me. The fact that they sit there and they're even they are questioning it. All right. So it should give you an idea what these people are like. Now, am I being vindictive or am I being rude or disrespectful to you or anyone else in regards to this? No. But the fact of the matter is people need to wake up and open their fucking eyes. They need to listen to what's said. They need to look at what's being shown. They need to start thinking. Because this is why people fall out with each other. This is why people attack each other. It's because no one is listening to each other. I've just shown you categorically factual proof that on one invoice you got one address, but the company's address is fucking there. So the invoice of that address, right, is fake. Or two, it's the address of the person who drove the vehicle. One or two. So, yeah, there you go. But the fact of the matter is, it all starts to fit together like a puzzle. Because if you look at everything, you look at what Jeremy has said, you look at what Bruce has shown, and then you listen and look at what they've put out on their stream. Because it all fits together. But here's the thing: how many times, right, has Bruce fucked up? How many times? Pardon my French. How many times have the Krampons messed up? Right? Jeremy and George are consistent. But every time they go live, what do you see? Complete chaos from everyone else, right? Because they don't listen. Because at the end of the day, right, a private security employee, yeah, without permission cannot go into a courthouse. They have to be signed in, registered to go in. And it needs to be by appointment. They need to make sure they can go in. So Bruce is lying. What he probably got, what that invoice is probably freaking an Uber service, or he's probably phoned that company up, said, "I need to be escorted to a courthouse." Yep, not a problem. We'll send you a driver to the airport. All right, thank you very much. Driver turns up. He gets into the car. Driver takes him outside the courthouse, drops him off, and says, I'll be here for 7 hours. Yep, phone me up when you're ready. I'll come and pick you up." That is possible. That's a possibility. Now that is a possibility. No, they don't. They provide training, Jeff. They provide training. If you actually go to their website, they do provide training. I've got their website up here right now. Right, training. Okay, right. You can do right. Here are the courses: security courses, Class D security certification. All right, 40-hour state required course for students seeking Class D. Non-lethal weapon course for security. Defense tactics course for security. Class G state firearms course. Firearms courses they've got: NRA basic pistol course, NRA basic rifle course, defensive rifle course, defensive pistol course, and active shooter response course. These are the courses they've got. But there is no service on here. The only service where you could sort of like, there's a gray area, all right, is event security and hotel and resort security. Everything else is static or mobile security, right? So there you go, right? And as a security officer or a security guard, your responsibility is not just to protect the property and everything else around it, but also the people or the residents inside that property. So if you are at an event like Earl's Court here in the UK, there's a big place down in London, Earl's Court, right? It's one of the biggest events in the United Kingdom, right? It's very famous. Yeah, that place. If you are on an event on that place and you do security there, right? Because I've been there a couple of times for British Armed Forces Day and different things. The security there are responsible for everything that goes on in there, everything that's in there, and all the people in there. That is the responsibility of that type of security. So when it comes to personal protection, it's already part of the job description. You are responsible for property and personnel. So the fact that he's turned around and said that he had personal security, okay, no, he got picked up by a security driver, got taken there, and got dropped off. That's plausible. That's plausible. But to have someone there all day, impossible. Because then he would have had to pay way, way more than he has paid on that invoice. But on that note, enjoy the repetitive song, because I need to go and get myself a coffee because my mouth is going, yeah. I feel like a camel's ass. Yeah. Anyway, well, my mouth's wet. Anyway, so enjoy. And I'll be right back. I do, and Philip, please don't take this as me having a dig at you. I'm not. I don't want you to think that I was having a dig at you. I'm just being very assertive and, not forceful, but yeah. So please don't. Yeah. But anyway, hang a minute. Let's all chill out, and I'll be right back because I need a coffee. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, but I needed a coffee. Wow. Right. I know. I may sound a bit agitated. I am, because this is getting stupid. You know, like on the third, Bruce Matskin was supposed to turn up to court, right, to basically face a slap on the wrist for two motions. I mean, Randy Sockett turned up. He got slapped on the wrist. He had to pay 4,000. He got sanctioned for $4,000. Okay, right, and he handled that like a fucking champ. Pardon my French. Right. So this absolute pleb, right, doesn't turn up, and then suddenly, like, everything is not making any sense. Okay, you've got. I swear to God, I really swear to God, I'm getting pissed off with some people. And I tell you one thing: today is not a fucking day to press the button, because this shit is really starting to irritate me now. Because it's like sometimes I talk to a fucking brick wall. And one second, I need to go. Fucking doing my head in. You know, when I was in the army, I used to bounce people for less than this. Oh, fuck's sake! Right, let me put it this way. All right, I'm gonna give it to you in layman's terms. Over the last 7 months, we've had all this back and forth, all this bullshittery, you know, about who's true, who's wrong, and everything else. We've had a lawyer, well, if you want to call him that, you fucking prick, right? We've had a lawyer who apparently is pro bono, yeah, but I've never seen him complain, except lately in the last couple of months where he done a GoFundMe and everything else. He's putting motion after motions in, knowing full well, right, that he can entrap Randy. And look what happened. He did it. He's dragged this out. This is probably, I don't know. I mean, this is probably the longest court case I've seen that's gone around in so many circles that I'm surprised people are not fucking dizzy, right? But the whole time, people have lost track. You know, it was about the court case, and then suddenly you got this organized what the hell, or organized group suddenly distracting from the actual court cases. And that continued, and it's still going on now. But when you've got people like myself, I'm going to talk for myself. I'm going to speak for myself, not for the other fucking idiots, right? But I have pointed out so many factual proofs about the fucking unprofessionalism and the complete inability to actually practice law. Even I could have done better than him. And I'm not a lawyer. And and the fact is, they've totally taken away from the fact that two people who have been conning their way through life, right? Who then, if you look at, I'm going to say it now because I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. Basically, Lynette Preston has tried to fucking get kids because she knows that she can make fucking money. Because if you look, it's not that HG is not the only child that she tried to adopt. Let's be fucking real about this. Let's not beat around the bush. Let's be serious about this. But I see and the thing is, yeah, it's all good. Yeah, look, we're making fucking money. We're making clout. We're getting fucking followers, blah, 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 blah. But obviously somewhere down the line, we're forgetting about HG. Now, I know some of some of the mainline YouTubers have not forgotten that poor little angel. I'm one of them. But the fact that all this shit has suddenly turned around and it's like it's about Bruce. It's Bruce this, Bruce that, Bruce this. And now the fleas, because they've been caught in their own shitstorm, because they've been, I mean, like, hey, Lisa and Tori, have you ever thought of starting a fucking septic company where you go out to people's properties and you just stand there and talk and build a septic fucking flea market, whatever you want to call it, for them? I'll tell you one thing, you'll be millionaires. Because the fact that you can still continue, the fact that you incite people to attack other people's channel, the fact that you incite and threaten people with your comments, oh, you better not be fucking hard to agree, whatever, that your behavior alone with all this, and the fact that you can still flap your gums. Where's the money, Lisa, you fucking cretin? Where's the money? Where's all the money, Lisa? Where? Where is it? You slug? Fucking Pun Life's got more fucking credibility than you've got. Right? And this goes on and on and on. And when you find proof, and you show that proof, hey, you're a fucking bullshit. You're a limey twat. You're a sheep shagging limey fucking blah, 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 blah. Exactly, Jeff. And here's the thing. It's very easy to find out how long he was in Pensacola, because he needs, if he paid online for the tickets, there's evidence. If he went to a travel agent and got that ticket, there's evidence. So either way, there's evidence. Hotel bill, evidence. Food receipts, evidence. Every single thing he's done, evidence. He doesn't have to show us. But he can show Randy, he can redact any personal information, and he can show Andy and prove that he was there for 3 days and prove that he had security. But if you look, at that, 700, this is why I said, if I come to America, I'm booking that company, because $700, Jesus Christ, I'll be driving around like a freaking king. Oh, that makes point then. Because my beautiful queen is a queen, therefore I'm a queen. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, it's irritating as hell because, like, the thing is, I'm right. I am right, what I'm saying right now. And I've been right every time I've pointed shit out. But why is it that the moment, it's like as soon as this, my comes through here, and it comes out in the speakers on the other side of the pond, over there, it's like you're hearing it. It's like someone is playing a fucking record backwards. And that's what's pissing me off. Oh, you're being emotional. No, I'm not. This is me being assertive. This is me. This is me. You see, I don't get angry. I get assertive. There's a difference. And trust me, you wouldn't know. The only time you know when I get angry is when I go quiet. And boy, is that Dr. Pepper nice. And yeah, anyway. Whew. I don't get it. I just can't get it. I mean, here's fact. If I was that judge right now, I'll be going, right, going to call that police station up. I'm going to call up her employer. I am going to turn around to him. I say, right, you've got 24 hours to send me all receipts, every single receipt from the moment you booked the ticket to the moment you stepped off that plane and got into a taxi and went through your front door at home. I want every single bit of evidence from the minute you left your house to the minute you walk back into your house. Simple. No ifs or buts. Failure to do so, extra sanctions. I also want written confirmation from Lynette Preston and John Cook that they fired you. Huh. Because I tell you one thing, I find it very interesting, yeah? Don't you find it very interesting that Lynette Preston has been in the two Fleaser streams and they've been fucking posting? Now, you would think with Lynette's background and Lynette's past, you would think that she would be kicking off like if it was a new football game. I mean, come on. I mean, hello. Hello, McFly. Hello. Fucking, I mean, we sat here for 7+ months, you know, being part of this life. We all know that Lynette would, I mean, it would be like watching a dragon fart and cough and spit fire at the same time. And every single part would be flames coming out of her ass and out of her mouth. We know that for a fact. So, but there's nothing. There's been nothing. Not from John, not from Lynette, not from the Fleas, anybody. Not one mention about them firing Bruce. But it's okay for him to put that in an official fucking motion document? Really? Anyone else seeing a pattern here, or am I the only one fucking, you know? Excuse me. You know. Please tell me, am I talking out my ass, or am I hitting the nail on the head here somewhere? I mean, or shall I put the hammer down and go and get myself a nail gun? Do you know, out of all this over the last 24 hours, should I tell you something? Do you know, I'm gonna play something for you now. Out of the last 24 hours, I was gifted a song, right, by someone who I have, and this is not just Rattus, but someone else who I've got the utmost respect for. And I'm going to point this out right now. Okay. This guy here, I need to change the topic because I'm getting really fucking wound up right now. And the fact that I know I'm right. I know I'm not getting wound up in anger or anything. I'm getting wound up to, I'm going to be ending up sitting here richly, you know, so I'm going to, right. If you get the moment, and I do apologize to everyone, if you get a moment, please, please, please go and show some love to this guy here, JK Films, right? Because he gifted me something last night, and it's going to be quite funny. And if Missy Lady and everyone else are still here, please, this was quite funny, right? And he has gave me permission to play this, so, you know, and this is a shout out for JK Films, right? He sent me a picture and a tune and a song. The first one he sent me, though, it was fucking hilarious. The first one he sent me, sorry, one thing. The first one he sent me was a little bit wrong because he thought I was Scottish. Right? And I must admit, I did listen to the tune and I did laugh quite heavily, quite a lot. It was, I'll be honest with you, it was fun. It was fun. Let's see if I can find that picture now. Where the fuck's that picture? Where the hell? I had it. Really? What is this? What is this? Let me check here. What the hell? I had it. I just. But wait, what? What the fuck? Huh? Am I not seeing it right now? What? Let me try it here. Ooh. Oh, pardon me. Wait. What? Mama? Mama? Is that you, Mama? Right. Where? Oh, come on. Oh, wait a minute. Is it that one? No. Confusion.com? Confused.com? Anyway, screw it. Right, listen to this tune. Where are we?
Warriors. All the brethren in Swansea, in Wrexham, in Merthyr Tydfil, from Penwet Fan to Port Talbot. Spanish come to mash up Babylon.
Get ready to listen to some words. Woohoo! Yeah, I'm sorry. I just fucking noticed it. I just noticed it. You didn't hear that, did you? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have just, for the first time ever, totally fucked up. So, oops. Yeah. Yeah, I just absolutely fucked up on that one. Yeah. 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 I get it. Get it. Go on. I know I'm not going to live this down. For a while with you guys. So you may as well get it out your system now. Okay, but let's try that one again, shall we? Oh, God. Right. So I was basically. Oh no, wrong picture. There you go. Hang on a minute. Oh yeah. I was basically gifted a song by JK, and I do apologize. Yeah, so shit. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna live this down for a while. Shit. But anyway, so enjoy the tune. This is from JK. He made this song, and it made me really happy because he actually used Gaelic in it. He used Welsh. So enjoy the tune.
This one goes out to all the Daffodil Warriors, all the brethren in Swansea, in Wrexham, in Merthyr Tydfil, from Penwet Fan to Port Talbot. Beat up yourself. Spanish come to mash up Babylon with some proper Welsh reggae. See, whoa, tidy vibes from the hillside, son. Spawn trooper know the reggae man. Cold dust clear, the fire's begun. Spomally some rules Irish. The valleys in his army gear. Now we chant with the sheep and a dragon near. From the pubs to the coast, he's spreading cheer. And the bass line rolling like a pint of beer. He said bagpipes, now I've got a som in ett glass. Spawn Marlin Downs, jag föll ser och ras. De moven got ni drag me and cardio head Dutch. Oh Jamaica, I jimmer in my river. So sun shines over the blue mountains. Spawn Marley dances like a star from the race. He fears no dragon, he carries peace. From Jamaica to Wales, the rhythm explodes. Oh, the Welshman got that irie glow. He blending dub with the sheepdog flow. From Cardiff docks to Snowdon speak. Spawn Marley chant what the spirit seek. Spawn Marley, no more trooping in the wind and rain. Spawn Marley, he chant down sorrow, he chant down pain. Spawn Marley, with daffodils tucked in his locks. He the reggae king of the Celtic rocks. Marley, Marley, similar to the world. I read forever, ever, ever.
Oh God, it was so nice. Do you know what? I was so surprised when I received it. I thought, oh yeah, I do like reggae. It was one of my favorite tunes when I was growing up, and Bob Marley, Yellow Man, and all those. But I tell you one thing, guys. When I received the first one, I could not stop laughing. Is Moosey Lady still here? Because I need her to hear this. Let me message her and get her back in here. Where are you? Now, can I just say, no, that was not that. No, that was not DJ Rattus. That tune, these two songs were created by JK Films. JK is those two. It scares me what they are capable of doing. It's just absolutely freaking awesome. Oh, you're just rubbing it in. Because the thing is, do you know how, Lisa, should I tell you something? You know how hard it is not to give away where I am? Do you know that? You know how difficult it is for me when I've got all these people from different parts of Wales coming in here, right? And it's so freaking difficult to not say where I'm located. It really pisses me off. But anyway, but the thing is, I hope Missy Lady comes back because JK thought I was Scottish, so I'm gonna introduce you. Right? I'm gonna introduce you to the Scottish version. Excuse me. I just choked on my own spit. How the hell did that go? All right, but this is the Scottish version. So enjoy.
Whoa, yeah. From the islands to the islands, feel the fire, feel the fun. Spawn trooping out the reggae money, jamming in at the sun. Scrap up, Spawn Marley come. He was born with a
claymore in a rugged land. A kilt wearing trooper, sword always in hand. But one day he heard the rhythm down by the Clyde. A little reggae rhythm made him feel so right. He said, forget the bagpipes, bring me that bass line. Now he dancing through the mist with a red stripe wine, dreads in his bonnet heart and turn Rasta. From Loch Ness to Kingston he be moving faster. Now he the reggae man, Ospan Marley, trading his steel for a spliff and a parley. He chant down Babylon with a Highland sway, singing Irie vibes every day. Span Marley, the trooper no more, him chanting like a lion's roar. Span Marley, from the kills to the ganja lore, Scotland to the ocean shore. He still got that Scot pride, ain't no fear. But now we toasting peace with a grin near the ear. Sings one love with a glass we gentleman. When he say I read, the whole dance all rang. He say Jah bless the haggis and the ital stew. Put them on a plate, me say that combo true. Sipping ginger beer with the distill in hand. Spawn Marley's vibes were at every land. Oh, Natty Scotman with a reggae soul. He took his spirit and he made it whole. From the bagpipes to the bass and drum, Spawn Trooper done become the Irie one. Spawn Marley, he the reggae man now, feel him when he come round. Spawn Marley, him sing one Scotch love with that dub wise sound. Yeah, Spawn Marley ride again, tartan flag and Lion of Zion blend. Rasta Scott dancing in the sun from the highlands. Me say the reggae man come. One love, one kill, one rhythm.
I tell you one thing. That cheered me up last night. Well, yeah, when he said it, that both of them cheered me up, and the fact that these two are so freaking talented. Do you know? I actually am very humbled to actually know people like them two who are really good. Um, but let's go back to what we were discussing earlier on. The fact that the fleas have yet again lied through their teeth. All this evidence is just absolutely, it just mind boggles. It just mind boggles. I just can't understand why you would continue to lie, continue to fabricate stories, knowing full well everything around you is falling apart. I mean, how many times do those two idiots on that platform need to do a 180? I mean, if they continue to do these 180s, we may as well call them choppers. That's how stupid they are. I don't know, but that information. I am actual fact. 1 second, I am going to contact someone actually. While you are here, while we all talking, I need to. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, I'm not going to be called Spawn Marley. No. I'm not going to. I'm not going to. I only did that for a joke. I mean, Bob Marley is very, very important for me. So we're not going to do that. I only put that up for a joke. So my apologies. Yeah, I'm a bit gobsmacked that all this is still going on, and these people actually have, and the fact that some of these people still get credibility. I mean, at what point? Do you know what? Do you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do right now. This is going to happen right now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. People in the stream at the moment: Aussie Jen, Eric Miller, Lisa, Mama Joan, Missy, SMN, Sweet Fly on the Wall. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Well, I did see someone else. Where are you? Kay Davis was here. Hi, Kay. Lisa was here. SMN was here. Hi, Esther. Where are you? Kim Colson was here. Love you. Aussie Jen, I've mentioned you, I think. I'm sure I have. Vicky Oldham, hi. Chris Sigoda, hi. Heidi, Philip, yeah. Snowflower, love you. All right. I'm going back with all the names and I'm going to say good morning. So I do apologize. I just had to get Jeff Grady. Jeff Grady, hi. Wait a minute. Jeff Grady, why? Oh, yeah. Wait. Yes. Jeff Grady, why? Yeah. So, hi. Good morning, everybody. And I thank you very much for being here. I appreciate it. Now, I know it's quite early and, but it's a good wake-up call to have your coffee and then have someone growling on through a microphone. The same old delinquents are in Spawn. Yes, I know, my darling. But I find it I just find it so troublesome that you've got someone who says that they're a professional lawyer for 26 whatever years has to lie through his teeth. What is he trying? He's not going to get away from the sanctions. He's not going to. And to be perfectly honest with you, all right, I think all he has done is thrown fuel on the fire. Obviously, the judge has to be unbiased and he has to do the correct thing. He can't just throw him into jail. He has to have good reasons and everything. Now, this is where these people make mistakes. All it takes is someone. Please don't do this, by the way. Don't start calling or contacting people on no one's behalf. Well, of course I wouldn't want it any other way. But one thing I would strongly recommend is that certain investigative teams for certain individuals, all they have to do is contact these, because it's very coincidental that she quit her job that same day or the day before. I can't even remember. I've got so many dates going through my head right now. Right? Why would you quit your job? A yoga instructor? That's not important. And the fact and the emails, it doesn't make any sense. If you are going to leave a job, you're going to give your date of termination, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're a yoga instructor, you've booked people. Basically, people have paid. They've pre-booked lessons, right? And if you've already received that money, then you are legally responsible to either pay that money back or do the lessons. You can't just up and leave. Plus, you need to give reasons why. Because that will help the property owner or the yoga school owner or whatever know what they can work on and, and if there is an issue, then they can work on it. All right. So, but the email sent and the email received, it doesn't make any sense. You could have sent that as a text message. The reason they done it as an email, right? now puts you in a position where you have to then, here comes a little conspiracy. Oh, by the way, WhatsApp, I'm not going to phone you or anything, but just this is what we're going to do, blah, 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 blah. All I need you to do is respond, blah, 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 blah. Yep, no problem. Sends an email, gets a response. Because look at the dates and the times the responses and sent and received. And that's one thing. The second thing is, why would you go to the police? Suddenly you feel threatened, considering everything that you've done and said. The fact that you've made threats to other people, the fact that you've gone on different platforms and you've spouted so much crap that a whole village septic thing would be proud of. I mean, what else? And then you write a motion stating that you want to withdraw with a blatant lie. Because let's be honest, and everyone in this channel and everyone watching this, you know I'm right when I say this. If they would have fired him, we would have known it before he did. They would have not stopped talking about it. They would have been ranting and raving on Facebook pages and God knows what else. The fact that they fired him, but there was nothing. You see, this is where Bruce yet again made a mistake with Lynette. I'm going to give you an example to GoFundMe when he said, "Oh yeah, I told her to close it down. We decided. I told her to close it down." Now, I asked him a question. I said, "Who has access to it?" That's all I asked, and I got under his skin, and he fucked up. Now he's gone and done that again. Because, if they had, why haven't they said anything? Because they didn't know. Now they do. And why is Scott Stark? I think I was the first one to actually notice the mistake he did in the motion where he, instead of putting an R, he put an S in. Now, why Scott Stark suddenly playing my health? Then here's an idea, Scott Stark. If you are worried so much about your health, right, trying to play the health card, why are you still a lawyer? You're not physically able to be a lawyer anymore. So why are you a lawyer? Oh, private security. Look at the shadow behind him. Oh, yeah, $750, and you can get yourself a shadow. Yeah, private security for the nose man. I mean, come on, guys. What could possibly go fucking wrong today? I mean, everything else has gone tits up, so why? Yeah. I was going to do an intermission here and play a tune, but fuck it. So let's chat, shall we? Let me hear your opinion. Let's hear your opinion, guys. Come on. Let me hear your opinion. I'm going to watch chat now and let me hear. Like Philip, you mentioned about sending those screenshots to Jeremy. I'm going to do that. Where did Ammo go? Oh. So what so what's your opinion? Right. I think it's Matskin versus Cody. BBB is after the money, just by my opinion. Yeah, no. Yeah, I mean, no. Yeah. I find it very interesting that you've mentioned that Matskin versus Cody. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with both of you. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, that the other day, I did ask if you could, help one of our viewers Right, you know who it is. And I'm going to put the link. I'm going to put the link in here. Right, it's for. Oh, hang on a minute. There you go. It's for Sart Mitch. Okay, and I'm gonna just to help him out. I mean, he's struggling at the moment, and being a veteran, it's only fair to help him out. So, if you want to help, please do. I've pinned the link at the top, and it's entirely up to you. But he is part of the community. Excuse me. Exactly. You see, here's the thing. Bruce needs to be very careful. Right. Here's a couple of things people need to be aware of. If you're going to lie, you need to make absolutely sure that you can follow through that lie, i.e., like receipts, evidence, proof, witnesses, and stuff like that. What he doesn't realize is a courthouse, or especially around that area, they will have cameras, CCTV. Okay, so if you turn up and they really do investigate this, within probably an hour or so, they will know exactly the truth. They will have the truth. But the thing is, it's like they're letting this guy do whatever he wants to do. And what he's trying to do, and here's the thing, he's trying to rip off Randy Shockett, right? He's trying to get Randy Shockett to pay for something that he should be paying, but he's not. We saw that on the Squid Stream last night. And to be perfectly honest with you, like this whole thing is just absolutely, it hurts my brain. It really does. Because, what else do you need to prove that these guys are lying through their teeth? Birds of the feather flock together, the old saying. Well, these guys, right, they've organized, it was all organized, and they've created a group of liars. Robbie, you lie through your teeth. Lisa, you lie through your teeth. Tori, you lie through your teeth. David Tischendorf, you lie through your teeth. MLS, you've basically put your foot in the shit as well. Let's be honest. Deuce boy. Well, the thing is, I mean, this is the thing. He does have his own personal car. Now, does he maintain it? Would it have been able to drive that far? I don't know how many miles it is. But the thing is, the fact that he's using not just his wife but his kids as excuses. Oh, my children's anxiety is over the roof. Oh, blah blah. I mean, really? Why didn't you do this before? Why suddenly now? Why are you using all these excuses? But before you didn't. You didn't sound concerned when you were doing a deposition in court with the judge in front of you. After, or you didn't do the, like when you went to deposition, you weren't going on about about anything about your kids and your work and employment and stuff like that. I find that quite strange that there was nothing, no concerns, whatever. You didn't mention that you were concerned for your safety or anything else. And now suddenly you get slapped with sanctions and that you've messed up, you've lied, and you've put it on paper for everyone to see. And now suddenly it's like, oh, my kids, oh, my life, oh, my work, oh, my clients. I mean, dude, if you're doing this pro bono, you could have walked away anytime you liked. Anytime you liked. You could have walked away from this in October, in June last year. You could have walked away from this when you realized that what a situation. But here's the thing, and this is just allegedly and speculation. When you realize that, a couple of other people were grifting and getting money coming in left, right, and center, yeah, suddenly you were like, I can make a quick buck here. But that went wrong, didn't it? it went wrong, because the thing is, there's been no transparency whatsoever from any of you. I mean, we've mentioned this about the Krampons not showing any receipts for all the money. You know, we know at least one person has actually donated over £56,000 or dollars. That's one individual. And how many people go into their stream? I've seen like 500-600 people in their stream. They're getting like after they finish, they've got like 1,000, 2,000 views. So they're raking it in. They're raking it in, people. They're making a buck on this one. That I can assure you of. But where's all the money gone? What, you think like a fence, epoxy, one of the cheapest fences you can buy, panels, that? You buy little flags, you buy some toys for Christmas. You probably spent $2 grand on the toys? Really? So where's the rest of the money gone? Tori, Lisa, Robbie, Bruce? Where's the rest of the money gone? Why is it that you guys, right, when it pleases you, oh, hang on a minute, I need to blow my snout. Here's the mistake you made. Here's the biggest mistake that Bruce made. He thought he was untouchable. He thought by doing the two frivolous lawsuits, the trespass and from them, he thought that he could disrupt and cause so much pressure that Jeremy would have buckled and gone, here you go, there's $100,000, bang, done. But what he didn't anticipate was the fact that Jeremy is a fighter. Jeremy's no angel. Don't get me wrong. He's no angel. He's made mistakes. But the thing is, the mistakes he's done is because he's a human being. He's not a fucking robot. He's not, And the fact that they have this is why I say this is organized, because how can you get all these people from different walks of life suddenly all on the same freaking boat? And have you noticed that Skeletor and Mr. Magoo, one minute they're all going after Jeremy, now they're being very quiet and they're strategically posting once here, once there. Yeah, but the thing is, Seagull, he has said he's pro bono. There's a difference. Shara, right, has proven that he's not pro bono. She's shown that. But he is saying that he is, right? So, and other people on that system are saying the same thing. So that should be putting up. I mean, there should be so many red flags going on. It should be like a flag convention. Now, let's see what I mean. I don't know about anyone else, but I am really, really looking forward to seeing what that judge does. Because I tell you one thing, he's either bouncing off the walls, so angry that he's bouncing off the walls, because he sounds like a decent lawyer. He does sound like someone who cares about the law. Yeah. Wait a minute. Over 100K in total spawn. 56K if I was Donna, Dave. I would be pig sick seeing nothing for... Yeah, fucking pig sick is an understatement. That is an understatement, Lisa. I mean, like, if it's over 100K, then we know what's happened. Then we know exactly what's happened. Well, hey, Aussie Gem, why don't you? And then send us pictures. Wait, that sounded wrong. Don't worry about it. Hello, Spider. Hello. Can I use you as a trampoline? No, the only thing that I'm concerned of, if all this money let's just for argument's sake, I'm not saying this is not alleged or speculation. We're just going to use it as an example, right? If there was really over 100,000 collected and more, then why is it that nothing on their property has changed at all? The only thing that has changed is the fence and more cameras. But nothing else has changed. It is still a dump. They still, go into and buy. So where's all the money gone? Because here's my speculation, and this is speculation. This is my personal opinion. I think that some of the money went to Bruce. I think some of the money went, a select amount went to Lynette and John Cook, right, after the Christmas thing, to keep them quiet, right? And some money went to Scott Stark. And when the money started running out, and then Dave started asking questions about where his money went for the barnuminium, they went, oh shit, we don't have enough now to do the barnuminium. And then suddenly, Bruce Boy puts up a GoFundMe, makes $4,200. Where's that money gone? So, in essence, everything they've done, it's all been about money and clout. They've been making quite a lot of money off this. And here's the thing: Lynette Preston and Lisa and Fleabag did not know each other prior to all this, and nor did Bruce. They all met through the same thing. Yeah, and that's another thing. Gabe, who's a felon, right? He has restitution to pay to two old people, bless their cotton socks. I hope their families sue him, right? He has restitution from the courts. He was caught with a positive rug test. Now, I'm just going by what I've heard. And he lost some sort of group thing. Now, here's the thing. Before, they were struggling to pay whatever. Now, if that restitution has been paid off, then you know where that money went. Then you know where some of that money went. The fact of all these people suddenly having new laptops and new phones and all this new stuff, people, this should be, are you that naive that you don't see what's going on here? And I don't mean that an insult. I'm not trying to insult people. This is just generically. I mean, come on. Any a blind minesweeper could see what's going on here. And now we've got this invoice that has got so many discrepancies on it, you may as well use it for toilet paper. Huh. I personally think that what the hell's investigation team, what they need to do is they need to start digging now. They need to start digging and finding the facts, the proof, and getting it ready for court. And then basically putting a motion in or contacting the courts or the marshals or whoever they need to contact and say, look, he put this motion in and look at this. This is what we found. So therefore, we believe that the statements that he made. And also, why hasn't anyone asked Lynette Preston or John Cook if it's true that they fired him? Anyone thought about that? Because so far, I haven't heard one dicky bird of anything mentioned in regards of him being let go. Think about it. I mean, come on, guys. It's common sense. Oh, has she? I mean, that's another thing. I mean, like if she's making a mint at the flea market, right? I mean, yeah, I think there's a lot of alarm bells. You see what I mean, Vicky? There's a lot of alarm bells kicking off here. Yeah, it's laundering. Rico. Rico. Yes. Yes. Oh boy. But I bet you any money they're never going to get charged for that. And you know what? Jeremy made a very good point last night. All right? Maybe that he made a very good point on his stream yesterday. He said no matter, even if he wins, right, they're not going to get that much back. They've got nothing. Everything they own, right, they're going to lose. They're going to lose everything. And do you think that Jeremy is going to get back what he's lost? Do you? I mean, if you think that Brett and Madam Mayor and all those people are going to get back what, are they? Do you think they're going to get anything? They probably might get something a little bit, but they're not going to get everything back. This is not about the money; it's about the truth. And here's another thing: the fact that certain people in the villages have caused so much the script that I can't even find the words for it. They've caused so many lies, and they've fabricated so many stories, and the fact that you can prove categorically that they're the ones who harass and stalk people. Just take a look at what they did to their neighbor, irregardless if he was arrested or not, irregardless of what he'd done. The fact that they were hounding him, and the fact that it's not just him. Look about that Native American lady, Barb. All right. What about, all these people? We haven't heard anything from certain individuals. And apparently they're Native American as well. And we happen to have a Native American who comes in my stream. I mean, this cannot be real. This must be a test. It must be a test of how clever people are, because the people involved in this, and I'm going to exclude Jeremy, George, Travis, Tug, Megan, myself, Squid, and other people. But I tell you one thing, some people need to see a psychiatrist quickly, very quickly, because their behavior is not normal. And the fact that there's a 5-year-old child that is being neglected, just native, yeah. Now, it concerns me that, when HG is being mentioned, right, it's like people want to get clout. For me, it's the opposite. In fact, right, I so really want to see that beautiful young child in a environment where she can flush, she can, blossom, she can have fun, she can fall over and hurt herself, she can learn everything, where she can see beauty, warmth, and be hygienic and be clean, and but most people, they jump on this bandwagon. Oh yeah, let's talk about a little girl and make some views and get people to, super chat and shit like that. No. Every single person, or most people who've got children, will know exactly what I'm talking about. One second, I'm just going to... Just need to send someone some... that one. And that one. Let me add some pictures. Shit, where are they? Wait, where the fuck? What the? Oh my god! Sometimes I hate this computer. This computer does not like me one bit. There's that one. Found it. Found it. Oh no, I haven't. Yes, I found. No, I haven't. God damn it. Let's have a look. Let's make them big. There you go. That's one there. Why the hell? Huh. Do you know one thing I don't like? I don't like the fact that my computer... Oh, there you go. That's the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. You should play games with me, computer. You always lose. Do you know? Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I should be paying more attention to you. Like, I do apologize. So, right. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, look, there's private security again. Like Bruce. Oh, that's a younger version of Bruce, by the way. You know, he's quite young. The nose wasn't as big. You know, no, there's private security there. He's private security looking after him. You know. Oh, intermission. Do you want to hit? No, let's move on. Right, let's have coffee time, guys. Time to have coffee. And you know what? I am going... Where am I? I'm going to play you a tune. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Ladies and gentlemen, lay back, relax. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Spawn Trooper Show. I hope you got your coffee, because you missed a lot. Yes, so welcome back, everybody. Now that I've got a coffee, someone's been talking about who's freaking Mama Joe out with spiders? Stop it. Stop it, stop it, stop it. Stop freaking Mama Joe out. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just texting away someone. I just sent them. I forgot what I was going to do now. Yeah. So wait, thanks, Spawn. No, yeah, you're welcome. I will stand and protect you, Mama Joe, from those creepy, crawly freaking things. But then again, in Australia, the spiders have their own. Spiders over there have their own little freaking travel organizations. Literally, spiders are they're fucking huge. I mean, I've seen tarantulas, I've seen spiders, large spiders. I've even come across one of the biggest camel spiders I have ever heard of, and I've seen it, and it chased. Yeah, but the thing is, camel spiders, when they run at you, they're not running; they're trying to get out of the sun so they can get into shade. Oh, bless. But yeah, in Australia, the only problem is in Australia they've got probably about a dozen of the most poisonous ones over there. But anyway, so how is everyone this morning? I hope everyone's got their beverage of choice. Excuse me. But yeah, again, I find it very interesting that invoice needs to be looked at closely. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh. I've just seen something that's going to blow this shit out of the water. I've just seen something that's going to blow the shit out. Yes, I like Shizzy. I like all of them. I try not to, sometimes I'll watch them. There's been times where I've been live and I've been saying, putting out my opinion. And I've got like a message private. So, oh, by the way, so and so's already covered that. And I'm going, oh, all right, then. And then I just drop it. And then, You know, I try not to copy or I try not to repeat whatever people have said, because at the end of the day, but one thing I can say you, Bruce Matskin and and his manager have made a big fucking boo boo, ladies and gentlemen. Have a guess what? Oh, this is freaking hilarious. I think we can now confirm the reasons why. Fucking hell, this is funny as hell. I don't even know. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. Oh, this is funny. This is funny. I'm gonna wait. Yeah, I like Shizzy Yamaha. I mean, yeah, Yamaha's got the voice. Okay, wow, whoopsie. Yeah, Autobots roll out. You know, can he do that? He probably could have. Damn it. I mean, let's be honest. Oh, I hope Yamaha or expert or no one comes and goes, I heard that. I'm going, no. I need to wait for permission to share. If once I get permission to share, I'll share it. But I just need to go. I just need to turn off my screen sharing for a second, because I need to. Oh shit! This is going to be fucking hilarious. Oh god, you couldn't make this shit up even if you fucking tried. Oh, this is so funny. Oh god, this is freaking hilarious. This is fucking hilarious. You couldn't make this shit up even if you wanted tried. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm going to be showing you something in a minute that is going to make so much sense. It's going to make so much sense. And the thing is, if you put it out in a public domain, it is fair use. So therefore, and also something else. Yesterday's stream, my stream today, right? My voice and likeness and my content of this stream is my personal intellectual property. So no, you can't copy it without my permission. Oh, I'm going to love this part. I'm going to keep the surprise. I'm going to keep you hanging on with your fingernails. Right? Oh, this is hilarious. This is absolutely freaking hilarious. Gail, welcome. Long time no see. Where have you been hiding? Why haven't you been here? Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Do it now. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's a good point. Wait a minute. I need to get that. No, not that one. Where is it? There. Oh, this is absolutely freaking hilarious. Oh, what a mess up. Oh, this is now gonna. Oh, that when the hell are they gonna dig themselves out of this shit? Because this now makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense now. It is I can shit. I can oh fucking hell! I just stepped on my own toe. What the fuck? I can now legally confirm that Tamara Matskin has 3 jobs. Well, she had 3 jobs. Oh shit, this is funny. Oh god. I am so fucking tempted to show this shit. Oh god. Hang on a minute. I gotta find a tune for this. I definitely gotta find a tune for this. Where are my wait a minute. Where is it?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Shimrick. Oh. Right, you ready? You ready? You ready? Pay attention. Pay attention. It's going to be really quick. Oh shit! I need to bring right. So I need to bring you on because I need to get a second opinion about the screenshot I sent you. Oh yep.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Well, I forget. Oh shit! Hang on a minute. Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! You couldn't make this shit up. You really couldn't make this shit up, even if you wanted to. Yeah. Oh shit. Oop, that one. Where's your one? Oh, well, okay then, mate. Then don't worry about it. I won't send it. I know what you're going on. Yeah, I know what you Aussies are like when you fucking haven't had no sleep. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and I would like to thank the individual. Thank you very much. But now we know why. Okay, now we know why she quit a yoga job. Now we know why she quit a yoga job. Yeah, so Tamara, congratulations on your promotion as manager at Matskin Law LLC. So congratulations on that. Yeah, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now you see. Now you know the reason why. Now you know the reason why. Yeah, I'm sorry, Snowflower. I do apologize, but it makes sense. Everything is falling together now. Everything is making sense because I mean, just to show you how much of an interest I got on these idiots is that I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. So, yeah, it all makes sense now. It makes a lot of sense. And yeah, so basically, now we know who's basically doing all the documents and messing it up. I wonder if she does spell check for him. Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah. Oh, you're going to see something now. I'm doing this deliberately now. I hope. I don't really give a shit no more. Oh, shit. This is too funny. This is too funny. I mean, yeah, that's too funny. Oh, God. I'm sorry, guys, but you can't make this shit up, even if you tell. I mean, it's like, talk about keeping it in a family. I mean, like, okay, so basically, yeah, okay, you don't have legal experience to be a manager of a law firm, but having some understanding would be a good thing. But hey, you're certifiable. Wait a minute, Spawn Tribute, you're certifiable. Nothing makes sense. It's only funny when you get the joke. Yes, I know. The reason I'm laughing is this. Okay, they make all this fucking hoo-ha about quitting a job and everything else, but seem to forget the fact that, you know, she's the manager of his law firm. Do you get it? So, so she can. Oh, wait a minute, my rotary cuff. I can't use a pen. I have to dictate verbally. Oh shit. Oh God, oh shit. Well, I tell you one thing. Bruce and Tamara, they should go to clown school and become clowns, because every time they do something like this, it always makes me laugh. Oh shit. Oh, right, mate. Well, I think like, and apparently Rattus, okay, you know, there is still the legal questions of you legally being allowed to be in the United States. And I just wanted to know, did you go and buy yourself you know what you should do? You know what you should do is go into an ice cream parlor, stand outside of it, and then take a picture of you facing you at the ice cream parlor and go, yep, I just been released by ice. And they gave me a fucking chocolate chip ice cream. Oh. Yeah, don't forget, it's witchcraft yoga. You know, we have to remember, guys, it's not normal yoga they do, it's witchcraft yoga, or yoga for witchcraft, or witchcraft for yoga. One of the two, make it, you choose. But boy, oh boy, this is freaking hilarious. I'm going to play a tune. I'm going to play that tune again. Where's that tune? I'm going to play my tune that JK Films made for me, which I really appreciate. So a big shout out to him. So please enjoy. Where is it? Where the fuck did I put it? Huh? Okay, what's going on here? Oh, why is that not showing? Ah, there it is. There. Is that the? Oh, that's funny when people message me with funny shit. That's funny. But then again, guys, here's the tune. And again, a big shout out. Yeah, that's another thing, DJ. Go and get yourself a picture. Go and say, hey, can I have a picture of you guys? And they go, yeah, sure, no problem. And, but let them know, why. But anyway, guys, here's the. Wait a minute. Is it? Have I got? Is it? Let me just make sure that. Let me just make sure I don't fuck up again, like I did last time. There you go. Right, because obviously we don't want. But guys, here's that Never song, and then after that we're gonna go to Q&A time. So
This one goes out to all the Daffodil Warriors.
Yeah,
All the
man.
brethren in Swansea, in Wrexham, in Merthyr Tydfil, from Penwet Fan to Port Talbot. Beat up yourself. Span Rally come to mash up Babylon.
whoops.
Whoa, tidy vibes from the hillside, son. Spawn trooper know the reggae man. Coal dust clear, the fire's begun. Spawn Valley sun rules Irish son. He once rode the valleys in his army gear. Now he chants with the sheep and a dragon near. From the pubs to the coast, he's spreading cheer. And the bass line rolling like a pond to beer. He said, bagpipes, now I've got a dub plate. And I swap my shield for a ganja crate. Now the miners sing in harmony while he stank by the harp in sweet unity. Spawn Molly, the reggae man with the Welshman pride. Spawn Molly, chanting one love down the break outside. Spawn Molly, from the castle ruins to the Dupton line. Spawn Molly, he blessing Babylon with valley might. My Holland is glad, you just a minute glass. Spawn Molly downs, you fell staring or ras. De moving gani drag me and carry your head out. Oh Jamaica, a jimmer in my river. The sun shines over the blue mountains. Spawn Molly dances like a star from the race. He fears no dragon, he carries peace. From Jamaica to Wales, the rhythm explodes. Oh, the Welshman got that irie glow. He blending dub with the sheepdog flow. From Cardiff docks to Snowdon speak. Spawn Molly chant what the spirits seek. Spawn Molly, no more trooping in the wind and rain. Spawn Molly, he chant down sorrow, he chant down pain. Spawn Molly, with daffodils tucked in his locks. He the reggae king of the Celtic rocks. Molly, Molly, similar to the world. I read forever, ever, ever.
Well, like I just said, Snowflower, then we will all have to star me, DJ Raz, Aussie Jen, everyone will just have to climb on your bed and do a little bit of a wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, guys, right? You know what that means, don't you? We are going to the Q&A time. Yeah. Because we're doing quite well, actually. 2 hours, 12 minutes. It's been an absolute ball. A lot of people have come. I'm really happy to see some new people and obviously some old people. Look at Rattus, for example. He's had a heavy paper round, he has. But yeah, I was just about to say the same thing, Lisa. Snowflower, I hope you're going to feel better. I'm sorry to hear that. And, positive vibes, positive thoughts, keep smiling. And Dib's not it. and seriously now, just make sure that you look after yourself, yeah? Right? And if you ever if I'm live or Rats is live or Squid's live or one of the other guys are live, just pop in and come and get cuddles and hugs because you deserve it. You're my angel in disguise. Yes, you are. Right. On that note, so yeah, shoot away. I mean, Rattus, let me ask you a question because obviously you've been on the receiving end of the thumbnail case and everything else. What is your overall opinion, if you got enough time to type this, what is your opinion in regards of the motions that are being put in by Deuce Foreskin? I mean, Bruce, I mean, Deuce, I mean, BB, excuse me, Deuce Foreskin. What is your overall opinion in regards of what he has stated, like, being fired by Lynette and Press with no evidence whatsoever? Saying that he feels that he had security, whatever, with him in December the 19th. The fact that he failed to turn up, all that good shit. So what is your input and overall opinion? Over to you in Sydney, Australia. This is going to be a fucking good this is going to be an interesting answer. Because obviously, ladies and gentlemen, you have to remember that DJ Ratters was one of the defendants of the thumbnail case. So you have to remember that he has never been served. I mean, personally, if I was him, I would be counter-suing them. I would make sure they walk around in their birthday suits if it was up to me, But until he responds, are there any questions from anybody in regards of what topics we've covered today? Have I killed Raz? Raz, are you alive? Mama Joe, you have a fantastic day. It's Friday today, so make sure you look after yourself and take care of yourself. And hopefully over the weekend, if I go live, I hope you pop back in. Much love, lots of hugs, and Irie. Yeah, Squid. Squid. You know what? Good morning. Would you like to come on and discuss what I've covered if you actually caught up yet? Oh, by the way, Squid, check that out. Now we know why. Now we know what the third job was. Now that she's got rid of one job, she's now got the other job. So there you go. And here's the funny thing. They always say that they're being doxxed and everything. Well, if you're a public figure and you put your name out there, I mean, look at you, employment lawyer, law firm, legal, Matskin Law LLC, right? And I mean, I could say something right now. Oh, is she not feeling good? Oh, bless her. Do me a favor, give her a big hug from Uncle Spawn, right? And I'll tell her Auntie Spawn later. Oh, hi, David. See, Squid, you're more important than I am. People love you. They don't love me that much, but they love you. Okay, guys, come on. I mean, has anyone got any questions? Got to go. Mama Joe, you have a fantastic day. Look after yourself, sweetheart. Look at. Do you know what, Squid? I think you should be in my stream every time I go live, because at least people will be nice then. They've been picking on me and bullying me. Yes, they have. Good morning from Kentucky, Kathy from. Welcome to the stream. Good morning. How's Kentucky today? Is it warm? Is it nice? Is it calm? Are people chasing each other? Is there road rage going on? What's happening in Kentucky? Oh, by the way, my condolences to those who lost their lives in that accident in Manhattan the other day. Oh, God. There's people who know you love you. I know. A lot. Do you know what? That's why I like my community and your community. And, you know, there's a lot of communities that we've got here who are so genuinely nice. I know you did, Dave. I'm just pressing your buttons, mate. Don't start me, Dave, or I'll come down to your field and steal some of your sheep. You know, I need to reopen a community center close to there's a field that's empty. I need to open up a community center. So don't start me. You'll wake up tomorrow morning with no sheep. Cold and rainy. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, yeah. Fucking battery. What was it? Battery place, was it? Oh, God, wait a minute. I can actually. I think it was a battery. No, that's a different one. That was a wildfire. The Blodge one is a wildfire, isn't it? Wait a minute. Is that not close to Abergavenny? Abergavenny. I'm going into Valley in Abergavenny. Oh, shit. Christ, oh my God, my action came out then. Oh, crap. I haven't heard that for years. Holy crap. Wow. Did you hear that, Lisa? Oh, Dave. Guys, did you hear that dialect that just came out of my mouth? Jesus Christ, I haven't heard that for years. Abergavenny. I'm trying to like Abergavenny. Jesus Christ, I haven't heard that. Do you know oh God. Mary, hi. Well, I keep on going. Mary, hi. I hope Mark's okay. I know. It just shows it. It just shows you that, like, I mean, man, if I could go back to when I was younger, Jesus, half of you people wouldn't even understand what I would say. Trust me, my dialect was really, really deep. You have no idea the impact you have on a person who is chronically the person you bring joy. Snowflower, really? That is so nice to say, but so I'm so sorry that you actually feel like that, sweetheart. And I am very humble with those words that you just said. I'm very humbled. Thank you very much for saying that. Because I mean, you know, at the end of the day, yeah, you come in here to relax and to enjoy yourself, and that's the main factor for here. You know, I know that a lot of people go through very difficult times sometimes in life, you know, but here you can be yourself, and no one is going to do anything to change that. Right, because at the end of the day, we're all a community. We all support each other one way or the other. So don't you ever feel that you have to explain yourself. You don't. But thank you so much for those words. That is a very, very nice comment. That is probably one of the nicest comments I have come across since I've been going live. And you can blame rats for that. But that, yeah. Freaking dogs. Yeah. So thank you so much for those kind words. I appreciate that. He's in Missouri today hauling archery targets. All right. Nice. Well, as long as he's okay. Oh, Gail, stop it. Don't make me put the nice guy away and bring out the asshole. Yeah. But guys, just to remind you, there is a link at the top of the chat, and that's to help out one of the members of our community, Sergeant Mitch. You know, he needs a little bit of support, a little bit of help, and if you can, please do. You know, and also, oh, excuse me, I'll be right back. Yeah, 1 second, guys. One of my mates has just turned up. 1 second. Let me just go and sort this one out. Whew. I'm back. Oh my good God. Oh, that was brilliant. My mate, he was patrolling. He was dying to use the bathrooms. He knocked on my door, and then yeah, it was brilliant. It was a big fucking TSG wagon outside the property, and everyone's outside having a smoke. And he's like, "Oh, can I use the toilet?" I was like, "Yeah, all right then, mate." Oh boy, am I going to rub it in? I'm going to rub it in. Oh, what a muppet! Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. All right, everyone, sit back down. All right. Now get your biology books out and go to page 52, please. Oh shit, I need to send him a message. Oh, you want to tell me to go fuck off, you twat. He's gonna fucking love this message. Oh, she's fine, Aussie Jen. She's fine. She's fine. I had to check the car again this morning. I think she's got a slow flat, so I need to change the tire. But that's not a problem. But other than that, she's fine. She was here last night, and while I was with Squid, and basically she came in, gave me a hug, a kiss, and all that. Right, I didn't have that much to eat last night, and she sat down on the couch and she fell asleep. So after I finished with Squid, I reached out to go and pick her up, carry her into the bedroom, basically lay her down onto the bed. And apparently this morning she said that she woke up about 3:00 in the morning with still her clothes on. I went, well, sweetheart, if I'd have stripped you off, you'd have thought it'd have been your lucky day. Oh, she didn't like that bit. Yeah. Have you have a heart, you let someone use your toilet? That isn't. Yeah, Gail. The guy who turned up is a sergeant. He's in a Hidlu, or what they call police, and he is part of the TSC, is a tactical support group, or they deal with riots and stuff like that. And they were on the way back or on the way to somewhere, and he did send me a text that he was driving past, but next to the doorbell went, he went, "Can I use your pisser?" And I was like, "Yeah, no problem." I served with him. He was in the same battalion as me, and but no one else would do it. No one else would do it. Sometimes he'll phone me up and say, "Look, we got one of the ladies who, they're on patrol and that." No, I can't. Can't even. No, I'm not even going to try, because I'm going to sound like a complete dick. I'm not saying that, because that is the longest Welsh word in the world. So absolutely not. Go. I can say the bit. No. David, no. Good try, but no. Oh yeah, I do that. I just pick her up. I just picked her up. She's not that heavy. She's not heavy at all, actually. I can pick her up and hold her in my arms, and I wouldn't even, break a sweat. Yeah, anyone who's from Wales or lives in Wales knows exactly what David Fox just tried to do. There's even that Mary Poppins song, "Superfragilized." Yeah, I know. Don't even bother. Don't even try. I'd rather just put a handful of elastic bands in my mouth and go, blah, 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 blah. Do you know, even when I was younger, I couldn't say it. And people always say at the end, it's go, go, go. It's not go, go, go. She probably could. But could she say it with a mouthful? Oh, shit. No, I mean, yeah, there's only certain, the only time I will let anyone else from his station anywhere on my property is if he phones me up. If he phones me up, then yeah. And I've had situations where there were two female police officers, and one of them desperately needed the bathroom, and he phoned me up. He said, "Oh, I've got patrol coming past you. Can they stop off, because it is quite secluded?" And I went, "Absolutely, not a problem." And then basically I just opened the door, showed her where the bathroom was. She went in. I stayed in the living room. She came out, and I said, you two want a cup of coffee or a cup of tea?" And that. It was a bit cold, and basically they accepted. So I had two female police officers in my kitchen having a brew. Gave them some Jaffa cakes, and basically they went on their way. I will always be supportive. I mean, there's been troops close by, been on exercise, And at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, because I know exactly what it's like at that time of the morning when it's cold, I just walked up to their OP and I said, look, I've got a large bag here of like hot drinks and soup and all that, guys. You guys want it? And because it was only like a half a squadron of strength, they were like, yeah. So like basically we made soup for them all and coffee and tea, and yeah. And then when they found out the next day when I walked out in uniform and got into my car and stopped off and I got out just to say how they were doing, when they saw who I was, they were like, oh shit. But the thing is, you lead by example. Yeah. When I was serving and served, I always looked after my guys. They always came first. The job then after that, it was the job. And then after that, it was myself. The guys always came first, guys and girls. And that's the way it's supposed. A good leader will always put them first. But that's the way we are. You go up to Scotland, Wales, Ireland, it's the way we are. Certain places in England as well. The people are very hospitable. But this day and age, you've got to be very careful you let into your house. Yeah. I mean, say if Squid and Co. would come over here, all right, I would make absolutely sure they got a decent place, somewhere nice to like a hotel, something where it's in the countryside, nice and quiet and that. So they got enough peace and quiet for the little and all that stuff. And then I'll just give them locations. And if I was in a good mood, I'd probably even be their driver for a day and just take them to places and, and then give them the bill afterwards. But I'll do that for anybody. Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing, though. If I go quiet, stand by. Stand by. Targets will fall when hit. With the magazine of 20 rounds. Load. Ready. In your own time, carry on. You were great. Well, yeah, I mean, that's, Gail, that is the rule, I'm going to tell you a little story that happened many, many years ago. All right. My old man, he was built like a brick shit house. He had hands like a fucking JCB. And he one day, when he retired and after a couple of years after retirement, we were sitting, oh God, where was it? We were sitting in the living room, and then we went into the dining room. And he had his computer in the dining room, and I've got an uncle. This is why I like Ratters, and I like Aussie Gen, because I have relations in Australia, and I've also got relations in New Zealand and in Canada, right? And at the time, in them days, you either had Skype or is Uvu, OOVOO, right? And you could use camera and mic, and basically we had like a sort of a family meeting, and you had my aunt, my uncle from New Zealand, they're in Wellington, and I don't mind mentioning that because and then obviously my aunt and uncle in Australia. I'm not going to say where, and everyone was on, and basically my uncle from Australia and my old man sort of never got on. They used to have that rivalry with each other. But it was really strange. We got in a conversation, and my old man turned around and he said, and it was really strange because my old man served in Malaya, fighting against the communist Chinese in the jungle, and so did my uncle. And it's very hard to explain this because, like, unless you actually heard the conversation, you would understand. So, apologies if it. Anyway, so they were chatting away, and then my uncle in New Zealand, I think he was Navy, if I can remember correctly. But my uncle in Australia, right? He said one day, he said, the best leader is the one that always looks after other people than himself. And I was like, woof, okay. But then my old man corrected him in a slight way. He said, and then my old man said, the best leader, right, or the best leaders are the leaders who look after the ones they are responsible for and they lead. And you should always lead by example. So if one person in your platoon or your section or your company or your regiment fucks up, right, then you need to educate that person why they fucked up, and then they should learn from that. But you should always use communication, education, right, and then basically go from there. And I was like, oh wow. And then when I started doing my stuff, I realized very, very quick that a lot of people have different levels of knowledge. Some people have some people are really good at running or carrying weight. Some people are good at shooting. Some people are good at drills. Some people are good at march, cleaning their kit and stuff like that. So as a good leader, you need to see the pros and cons, the aspirations of one, and then you have to see each individual as an individual, but as a group. And if you can do that, then you can put a weak soldier with a strong soldier, or a medium soldier with a very, very dumb, a plank, so to speak. And what you can do, you can then, because they will then rub off each other. And then when you've got a section of people with different experiences and different strengths and weaknesses, you can then mold that section into a freaking fighting machine. And a good leader will be able to see, right, the benefits of the strengths and weaknesses of individuals. And if you can see that as a leader, then you are a natural leader. And and I always used to listen to my uncles and my old man. And I always took their advice. And even when I was still serving, I used to talk to my uncle, and I would ask him, I would go tell him about something, and then he would then freaking turn around and say, well, you're an absolute fucking arsehole. Why don't you do that, that, and that? And I was like, oh shit, okay, good point, well presented, carry on. And I would sit there richly with my hands in the air going, and Squid can not confirm this, but she can turn around and say, yeah, actually, you've got a good point. Because a leader has to make mistakes to be able to learn from that. And then, because at the end of the day, if you are teaching your section or your platoon, or your company, depending on what rank you are, right? If you are telling them to do something, then you're telling them to do something, and they will believe that you know what you're talking about. And I've seen it in multiple occasions where certain ranks would say things, and the Toms would go and do it, and they fuck up. A good leader will say, right, you two, right, you four with me, you four watch. Right, you four watch what I do. Did you see what I do? Yes. Any questions, concerns, or complaints? No. Right, crack on. You four, come over here. Did you see what I just did? Yes. Do you understand what they were doing? Yes. What are they doing? Da-da-da-da-da. Right. I want you to do the same over here. Then you go back over to the other four. Right, you guys. Do you understand what you're doing? Yes. Do you understand why you're doing it? Yes. Do you understand this? But one thing I don't understand. What don't you understand? That. Bang, 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 bang. Done. By the time you're done, 8 people, that's a section, eight people, that will include probably a corporal or a lance corporal or whatever ranks they are, signal or whatever. That will then educate 4 people. And because you've already got potential leaders in that section, regardless if there's a lance corporal or full screw in there, you've already got 2 potential good leaders, and then you've got 8 potential leaders. Does that make sense? So if I fuck up, that's on me. But if I fuck up on them 8, I am basically fucking up their career. So I need to make sure that I know what I'm doing before and that's why I always used to put my guys first. no matter what, if they were if they were stagging on, when I'd walk into the cookhouse, I'd stand there and I'd make sure that those fuckers that were stagging on go to the front of that queue, because their duty is to protect everyone else in that camp. And I would make sure. And if one of the fucking seniors or anyone came and gave me mouth, I would scream at them, shout at them, growl at them, foam out of my mouth at them. Because at the end of the day, my guys have priority. Now, and that's how I learned to become a leader. You know, and unfortunately, this day and age, when I joined up, you got punched and you had a choice. It was either gut or head. You know, it was jaw or gut. I used to always go for the gut because my beauty, I needed to keep my beauty. You know. Oh yeah. It's not easy, but the best way you can find out people's strengths and weaknesses is not by talking to them, is by watching them. By talking to them, it doesn't matter. You can talk a big game. It really doesn't matter. Anyone can talk a big game. But when you watch people do stuff, you know, when you watch people, work on vehicles or clean their weapon, if you sit there and you watch, this is why I always say, sit back and observe. You'll be very surprised of how quick you can learn. And here's another thing, and Squid may agree with me on this. Each service, maybe Navy, Air Force, Army, Marines, whatever, you have core values. You've also got leadership values. Now, the core values, believe it or not, people use the core values every day. In the military, the core values are then essentially dissected one by one. Yeah? And the reason they're dissected is because in the military, right, you have to work together, regardless if you like each other or not. Right? It's not like this, oh, I don't feel well, I'm going to go to bed. No. Right? Yeah, exactly. Right? Now, say for example, in the British military, you got sea drills. Sea drills are the core values that every soldier learns when they join the British Army, and it stands for courage, discipline, respect for others, integrity, loyalty, and selfless commitment. Believe it or not, every single one of you, at some point during the day, will do that. You'll have courage, you will have discipline, you will respect other people, you will have integrity, you'll be loyal, and you'll be selfless. And a lot of people don't realize that. But when it comes to leadership, the first letter in leadership, what is it? L. And have a guess what that stands for? And it's like a fucking idiot's guide. It's lead by example. That's the first letter, the first thing. Lead by example. And that's how I work. I always look at, when the wife, if the wife's busy, and I say, what are you cooking tonight? And she'll go, that and that and that. I said, don't worry about it. She went, what? I said, don't worry about it. And you go, so what do you want to eat? I said, I'll just fucking put something in the microwave. And she go, really? I went, yeah. And she go, oh, all right then. But what she doesn't realize is that I don't want her to come home after a day's work or when I've been working or whatever. You know, there's been times where I've been at work and I've had a really shitty day. And she says, oh, I'm making this and this and this. And I know it takes a while for her to prepare that type of food. And I go, no, sweet, sweetheart. I'll just have some toasties or I'll just have an omelette or, I'll just warm up some pasta or something like that. Or, rice or something. Because at the end of the day, I don't want her, working and then coming home and then cooking for me. I appreciate it, I appreciate it, but I'd rather, be self-efficient. And there's a lot of people out there who actually, I'm old school, but I'm not one of these type of people. So, well, the wife should stay home and the man should work. If she wants her own independence, she can have it. But there's a line I draw. If she, I would rather see her relax and chill out with the cat and watch a program or just read a like little freaking iPad book or shit like that. And you know, sometimes she'll sit on the couch and she'll start reading, and I've made my own food or I've done my own thing, and next thing I turn around and she's like, she's out like a light, you know. And I prefer that. That's what I like to see. I want her to be able to relax and decompress after a hard day's work. You know, once you become a person like that, and it does, you know, I'm not saying that I am the fucking almighty, you know, great person. No, everyone can be like that. You just have to be a little bit in, how can I put it? It takes a long time to become that type of person, right? It's because everyone grows up differently. Everyone has got different values and different outlooks in life. You know? So, but there you go. I hope that makes sense to you guys. But yeah, I've always looked up to my uncles and my old man. I always did. You know, and I think that, you know, at the end of the day, sometimes the military is good for people in any country. But it's good for people to learn, you know. Oh yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Aussie Jen. You know, me and the Queen, we don't argue, and if we do, oh shit. I mean, like we've got. I'm not going to sort of give away where we live or anything else, but we've got a large annex, a large house, fucking large house, a large annex, and then we've got, excuse me, a double garage, right? And if we argue, and I get really pissed off, sometimes I'll go into the annex because there's bits and bobs in there I can do, and I can still hear her. I'll be in the annex, which is a separate building, and I can still fucking hear her. So then I get pissed off. Then I walk into the house. I fucking tell her to wind her fucking neck in. Enough's enough. Let's go to bed. No, I'm not joking. And I went, enough's enough. And then I walk back in the annex. And then I won't hear anything. And then I start getting worried. I'm like, shit. And I walk in, and she's in the kitchen and throwing shit around. And I'll just walk in the kitchen, and I'll put my arms around her. And she goes, no. And I'll put my arms around her, and I'll grab her like a bear. And then I'll just give her a kiss. And that's us done for a year or 2 years or something like that. That's all the shit off the system, and we just carry on. And we haven't had an argument now for about 3.5 years. I think there's one coming up soon. You know, so stand by on that one. No, we have I mean, I've even had guys in my battalion when I was still serving who turned around and went, I wish I could have a relationship like that. And I went, why? You can. Both of you just need it. It's not this 50-50. No. It's like you put in 100% and she puts 100% in, and you both just work with 200%, and your relationship will always work. Sometimes you'll have bad days. Sometimes you'll be tired. Sometimes something won't work, or, you know, you've been fucked off by a company or some shit like that. At the end of the day, anything that happens outside the marriage and outside the house is not your partner's fault. So don't take it out on them. If you're having a bad day, just say, hey, I'm having a bad day. If he or she turns around and says, what happened? Tell them. Tell them what happened. They probably and you'll only get two different responses. One, oh, grow the fuck up and stop acting like a small little schoolgirl. Or two, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it and get it out of your system. If you want your relationship to work, that is the foundation that you should start with. Because I'll tell you one thing, right? No matter what happens, because at the end of the day, this 50-50 shit, this is what causes the problems. It's either 100% or nothing. Simple. And you know who taught me that? My granddad. Because I tell you one thing, him and his wife were married, and basically they met in school. Well, they sort of met out in school, right? And they went through World War II, everything else, right? And if I don't now, I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting this right. They were together. My granddad passed away when he was 79, and my nan when she was 82. And they had been together 60, was it 68 or 69 years? That's how long they knew each other. That's how young they were when they met each other. 60 plus years. But I think they were married 50 something years. Because they both got married very young. And they breeded like rabbits. But that's another story. But there's one rule, ladies, that you do not break. And you do not ever question this rule. When a man goes into his man cave, you do not enter. You do not ask why. You don't do anything until that man comes back out of his man cave. The man cave is sanctuary. That is a safe space for the man. Right? If you want to make yourself a lady cave, then you can do so. But a man cave is out of bounds for female Homo sapiens. Right? Even puppies, cats, and stuff like that. Nothing. Right? Because that is the space where man, it's like where, yes. Unless you are invited. And if you are invited, you will be blindfolded and you will be interrogated. Yes. So if you've got a man who's got a man cave and he growls at you when you walk in, that's why. And you know why all these issues that people have had since 2020 when the pandemic started, right, is because everyone was on each other's toes. That's why so many marriages and everything else went to shit. Sometimes you need space from each other. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. Because don't forget, a human being is... Has anyone here ever done mammalian physiology? Because I did. I mean, technically, we are animals. We're just... Our evolution has turned us into educated, or with some people uneducated, but generally educated animals. Think about it. And that's why this is why I like this community. That's why I like Squid's community. That's why I like Rattus community, Shizzy's, Tugs, Megan's, because there are communities out there where people are like-minded, but they don't realize it. There you go. How about that one for a bottle of, It's weird, isn't it, when you talk shit about that? But there you go. If you want a good leader, all right, a good leader always should look at other people before he looks at himself. And the thing is, once it becomes a habit, you never get out of that habit. Yeah. There you go. And here's an idea for the married ladies, all right? If you want the equivalent of a man cave, yeah, right? If you ladies want the equivalent of a man cave, find a room in the house that's vacant or empty, and then turn it into your little fairy tale knitting, sewing / reading room. All right, and then turn it into like and the thing is, there's one color that men, it's like poison. If you put poison down for insects and shit like that, it sort of like pushes it. It's like a barrier, an invisible barrier. If you put pink in a room, if you paint walls in a room, you'll never ever see a man go in that room unless it's on fire. Trust me, I am speaking from experience, because I went on exercise. This is years ago. I went on exercise, and my beloved queen was a little bit pissed off with me because I decorated my man cave. So when I went on exercise, we were talking to each other, we were having good laughs at night, chatting and all that shit. And one day she went, when are you back home? And I went, in a few days. Why, sweetheart? Does the milkman need time to leave? And she went, ha ha, funny. She went, no. And I went, why? And she went, I've decorated so-and-so room. And I went, okay. And then she showed me what she put in there, computer and everything, right? And there was a bit of wall that I clocked, but I at first I couldn't really see it. And then she took another picture with the light on, and I looked at it and I went, oh, fucking hell, that looks a bit pinkish, though. And then she took a picture of the whole fucking room. And it was like a scene from fucking Peter Pan, you know, with the girls in that room with like pink walls, flowers, drapes, curtains, and flowers, and dolls and teddy bears and God knows everything that the ladies like. And I was like, no. And I never, ever, for the 2.5 years the room was like that, I not stepped one step into that room. Every time I used to walk past it, I told her to make sure the door's closed and it's locked. And she went, why? I said, because I don't even want to see what's in that room. And trust me, sometimes she'd go in there with a bottle of wine and stagger out a couple of hours later. And I was like, God bless you, darling. And she went, yeah, I know. Yeah, little cow. But yeah, she did that to me. Mm-hmm. She did. She waited until I went on exercise to do that. And I was like, yeah. So ladies, find a room or find a place, right? Like for a squid, you can turn that corner in that room, right? Like, get some lights, stuff like that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try and find some lights and stuff for you that you can do. And then pimp that corner out, have like little neon fucking sign and stuff like that. Just pimp it out, I can't believe I'm giving you guys ideas how to piss off your fella. Anyway, right, guys. Questions. Are there any questions? Look, be waiting for any questions. No? Okay. Right. Okay, guys. So, basically, do you want to have a giggle? Shall we play one of the Bruce's songs? Brucey. Is this the one where... Is this the one where they need to spit? Not swallow, but spit? Where is it? Where's the song that... not that one. I'm trying to find a song. Where is it? What one? Yeah, there you go. Right. Enjoy this song before we disappear. This is not going away yet. I'm going to say goodbye in a minute. But enjoy this song.
Sunrise creeping, spilling gold on my dome. Sitting in the zone, thoughts heavy as stone. Bruce got decisions, coconuts a retreat. Courage in the balance or a coward's defeat. Waiting for the outcome, truth or disguise. Watching the horizon, fire in the sky. It's a boozy, Tories spin their lies. Work keeps turning, no surprise. Krampons stomping, leaving marks in the dirt. Tongue sharp, cut deep, they aim to hurt. Bruce in the shadows, will he step to the fight? Or vanish like the stars when swallowed by night? Remember Lisa, and Tory spit, don't swallow. Thought gets heavy, the stakes rise high. Fingers pointing, but no one asks why. Tails twisted tighter than a fresh knot tied. While the sun keeps climbing, no place to hide. Truth or disguise, watching the horizon, fire in the skies. These are Rakuzi, Tories spin their lies. World keeps turning, no surprise. Run compound stomping, leaving marks in the dirt. Tongue sharp, cut deep, they aim to hurt. There's no Bruce in the shadows, will he step to the fight? Or vanish like the stars when swallowed by night? Remember Lisa, and Tory spit, don't swallow. Talk gets heavy, the stakes rise high. Fingers pointing, but no one asks why. Tails twisted tighter than a fresh knot tied. While the sun keeps climbing, no place to hide. Coconuts cracking or silence so loud. Bruce Bruce gotta decide, stand out from the crowd. The lies they weave, sticky like sap, but truth gon' sting, it'll break the trap. Krampons stomping, leaving marks in the dirt. Tongue sharp, cut deep, they aim to hurt. Bruce in the shadows, will he step to the fight, or vanish like the stars when swallowed by night? Remember Lisa and Tori, spit, don't swallow. The talk gets heavy, the stakes rise high. Fingers pointing, but no one asks why. Tails twisted tighter than a fresh knot tied, while the sun keeps climbing, no place to hide. Krampons stomping, leaving marks in the dirt. Tongue sharp, cut deep, they aim to hurt. Cut deep, they aim to hurt.
Yeah, so Lisa and Tori, remember, don't swallow spit. Oh, sorry, don't, just spit, don't swallow. Anyway, do you know what I find very interesting? I just looked at Facebook and I received a response from this guy is such an arrogant, self-centered little prick that I actually reached out to discuss this. And, I usually am quite a sarcastic arsehole with people who I think are just fucking arrogant and self-centered and need their ego rubbing. Now, John Germs, right? I don't know. He seems to think that what he says is like Jesus or Moses, telling people the 10 Commandments. Now, he put in a comment that I have got learning difficulties or disabilities. Yeah, I can't spell for shit. Wow. And yeah, I did speak to him and tell him that, that I've got a bit of a dyslexia. So that's not a problem. But even with dyslexia, you can still live life. It's not a disability. It's just one of those things. Now, he wants to make out that, the best comment that came out of his mouth that proves the arrogance of some people, right? And I'm going to read this out that he wrote to me. I will state my opinion in the manner I want to. See, that is the difference between my country and yours. Oh, right. Okay. So, here we go. As long as I am not violating the law or Facebook rules, obviously, I can say or do whatever I want. There is no way you can stop me. I have no intention to try to. You can be a jerk all you want, which I am. I'm always a jerk. I'm an arsehole. I'm a fucking sarcastic prick. I like pressing people's buttons if I have to, but I use it as satire. I don't mean any harm in it, but who gives a shit? You're entertaining me right now. Now you are part of my stream, so that is your right. But it is also my right to defend those that I believe are right, like I did with your post, or to call you out as a jerk if I want. You can try to call me out, but hey, there you go. I think everyone knows that I'm a jerk. But anyway, Facebook gives you the tools to block me if you wish. So if you have a problem with me, why don't you do that? Because you have no control over what I say or do. That really sucks for you, doesn't it? No. Here's my response. No, it don't suck. I just think that your arrogance has once again taken control of this convo. As per request, I blocked you before for your mouth, but this time I'm not, as you now have joined the same short bus like others who are here to entertain us normal humans. Thank you. Please continue to entertain us. And this is what I wrote. Someone said, Shafron, a member of this girl, you need spell check. My response to that was, Shafron, yes, officer of the GSPD, which is the Grammar and Spelling Police Department. But I decided not to. I mean, you can copy and paste it and post it correctly spelled. Thank you. Carry on. as you were. Then obviously, John Germs, you've actually gotten much better. And if people want to make fun of you because of your learning disability, you Americans need to stop labeling people. Seriously, you really need to stop fucking labeling people. Right? I've got PTSD and insomnia, but learning difficulty, no. I can spell. Because if I couldn't spell, I wouldn't be able to write anything, would I? Yeah. But anyway, we digress. That is a term, that is them problem, not a you problem. I respect Scott. Oh, do you? In spite of his learning difficulties, he is here and sharing his opinion, putting up with the teasing and those that make fun of him. Keep up with the good work. You're improving. It's showing. Thank you, Dad. Thank you so much, Dad. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing. Why do you have to fucking put in learning disabilities? Why did you even have to say that in the first place? And this is my response to you. Sorry, John. I don't think anyone asked you for your opinion. If I do or do not have any learning issues, or do, I would be grateful if you don't make a molehill into K2, which is like K2 is one of the second highest mountain in the world. So please refrain from speaking for me. I don't really care what people say about my spelling or the lack of, but thank you for the comment nevertheless. And then he went, well, you told me you did. If you don't want a compliment, that is fine. I won't give you one. I won't tell you how I think you are improving as a person. You can be a jerk if you want. I really was trying to be nice. A smear, some people can't handle the compliment. I hope you weren't lying to me. I wasn't even aware that I now have my personal counselor. So here's a message to you, John. Why don't you mind your fucking business? Why don't you stop and get off your high horse or whatever soapbox you on, trying to make out that you're so fucking clever and that you know, I don't need your compliment. I don't need your support. I don't need you sitting there and fighting in my corner. I can fight my own fights. If people want to question my spelling, yippee-yay, yippee-ki-yay, all right? That's what the Gas PD is there for. Right? Gas PD are there to ridicule and belittle people who spell wrong. That's why a lot of people that you've noticed lately, especially the anonymous idiots, right? They use spell checker or they use AI to write their little stories. Whatever, squid. Anyway, all right. So just get a life, will you? Just people stop labeling. What the fuck is wrong with you? Always labeling people. It's like you all want to be psychologists. You're all freaking professors of spelling and English language, right? Unless you can show me credentials that you are a qualified professor of the English language or a freaking psychologist or fucking whatever. Shut up! Silence! No one cares. You're always fucking using labels. No wonder we all think that you're fucking possessed. Cue the fucking 360 head move. Jesus H. Christ. Please stop with this freaking, oh, look at us. We're better than you. Oh, yeah, we're better than you. And the moment the shit hits the fan, who do you call? Not the Ghostbusters. Hey, United Kingdom, we need you to support us in our campaign to look good. And you wonder why people are getting sick and tired of it. That is your perfect example of, if I type in there, you are a complete arsehole, and I spell arsehole wrong, will you still be able to understand that sentence? Yes. Tick. If I spell multiple words wrong and you read it, will you still be able to understand what I wrote? Yes. Tick. Conclusion. You're an arrogant fuck. There you go. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's me trying to be serious, but I can't. But there you go. Anyway, guys, right. Okay. So let's go back. Me. Bing, bing, bing. So let's just go back to the good morning part. Wait, let's go back to the part where it was like fine. Right. At the end of the day, guys, point one, stop labeling people. But then again, I'm talking about certain stuff, right? Don't make out that you're a psychologist or a doctor or counselor, anything, right? If you don't have the credentials, okay, you should not be sitting anywhere or typing on any platform stating, "Oh, this, and this." If someone says something to you in confidence, right, that they have got dyslexia or numeracia or acrophobia or whatever, right? Now he's mentioned that because I spoke to him privately, yeah. I'm not going to block him again because he's now entertaining me, right? And there's a lot of people out there who can't spell for shit. Simple, right? It's called a lazy mind. That's what it's called, right? But I don't give a shit. If you can't read what I type, then copy and paste it, put it into freaking spell check, and then just put it through spell check. There you go. You'll be able to read it, you know. But if you respond to it, then you can read it and you can understand it. So there, and you can get the gist. So there you go. Kiss my ass, and while you're there, shave it. This is funny. I really do. I really do find it entertaining because this guy is not the only one. There's a lot of people who seem to like the labels, and who seem to like to, have this arrogance of being better than everyone else. But what they don't realize is what they're doing. What they're doing, they're actually showing their true colors. Now, I don't care if you worked in a club or a community center, or you worked for groups that help disabled people, or right. It doesn't make you perfect. It makes you a good person if you're helping disabled people or children or adults with disabilities, or if you're organizations like that. That's a good thing because you're helping people who need that little bit of help, right? And the fact that you're helping these people also find their independence as well. But don't sit on a fucking platform that is pure hate and toxicity and drama and sit there arrogantly on your soapbox and go, "Oh, well, you've got learning disability." It's not a disability unless you are a qualified physician. So there you go. I'm watching you, Ratters. I've been watching you for the last 10 minutes. And Squid, I've been watching all of you type in there trying to press my buttons. I've been watching you. Fucking spelled incorrectly. How about this? Kiss my furry ass, and while you're there, shave it. I want a Brazilian. But anyway, Squid, are you going live at any point? Are we doing the air incident tonight? And also, I'm calling it a day. It's arrogance. They wish they had what you have. It showed big time when they talked about you and Mrs. Spawn. Yeah, you see, when did they talk about? Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah. You see, that's Gail. Hi, David Green. Good to see you again, Gail. What you have to understand, that's jealousy. That's jealousy. Because I tell you one thing, right? If I allowed my queen to sit here and talk what she wanted to say, a lot of you would be fucking hiding under a fucking tree. You would literally dig a hole under the roots of a tree and hide. Because I tell you one thing, she has got an opinion about all this. And one night we discussed it when I wasn't live, and holy shit. I mean, she fucking adores Squid and Baby Squid. And she now knows Mama Squid, right? She adores them too. Now, but I tell you one thing, she finds Rattus funny, right? And she likes a lot of you guys. She definitely likes a lot of you guys. But I tell you one thing: if I start naming names, I personally think it would cause an international incident. It would cause an international incident because what she said that night, it was fucking. It even made me sit up and pay attention. So trust me. When these people talk about myself, I don't mind. But when they talk about my queen, then yeah, caution, because I can play dirty as well, and I assure you, I've got enough shit on everybody to play dirty. But I am not that way inclined. And Rattus, you can push shit even if someone pointed it at you. Dirt, how you doing, dude? Don't worry, mate. Don't worry. You can always catch up. I know that you guys like to press my buttons, and I'm not naive or dim. I do see it. But guys, remember one thing: the fact that the fleas put up a screenshot of an invoice that had the wrong fucking address on, right? And the fact that that invoice, no. I mean, also, if the personal security, where was the person's name? Where was his security ID identification number? All that shit, because that's supposed to be on an invoice. Because if there was an incident or something happened or there was a legal issue, right, they will need to know who was, because you're paying for a service. But anyway, go and have a look. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be calling it a day. I would like to thank you very much for coming. We've been here 3 hours and 20 minutes. And I hope that you all enjoyed it. And to the people outside, I hope you enjoyed it. And the next couple of lives, obviously, I'm going to be touching base with my pretty. At some point, I'm also going to be talking to Squid. And there's going to be a lot of things. And yeah. So, and I think that Squid and I are going to chat at some point later on about the live stream in regards of Flight 5342 and Pat 25, because there's a couple of things that have answered itself, but there's also new questions now that have popped up. I mean, you even have a freaking conversation about it, and then you get some questions answered, and then suddenly these new fucking questions pop up, and it's just this is called Pandora's box at its best. Oh, fuck that. You are definitely getting 10 seconds for that, you fucker. I'm giving you 10 seconds for that, you absolute fuck. That's fucking Rattus. Ladies and gentlemen, Rattus has achieved to press my button and get 10 seconds. Oh, shit. I keep on remembering it. It fucking deletes all the comments. Shit. Sorry about it, Rattus. Living like, oh right, okay, yeah, that's not a problem. What, tonight 9:50, right? Rattus is gonna fucking drill me now. I've just sent him a message. Remember, it's a joke. Yeah, it was a very, very good conversation. Very good conversation. I wasn't going to say that because obviously, but yeah, it was a very interesting, very educational conversation as well. No, 10 seconds. No. Oh no, he's going to get me back. Don't you worry. He's going to get me now. I'm not going to live that one down for a while. That's for sure. I fucking see what I mean. You see what I mean? Like, 9:50. All right. So, okay, then. Well, let me know when you want me around, and then basically we'll do that, because obviously we can then go off from what the screenshots and everything, but we can discuss it before you go live, so we know what. So we're both on the same page. But yeah, that conversation was really, really good last night. I really appreciated that. Thank you. Gail, we do have a lot of people, and even people who are not here, we've got it. It's all here. We just need to let it flow. Oh yeah, he is. He is very, very knowledgeable, very knowledgeable. But even he was a bit when I mentioned the ATC thing. Even he and also the NVG stuff as well. That was even he was like, oh yeah, And for him to react like that means that I've hit another little box with worms in it. But we'll discuss that on your stream, Squid. Because at some point I need to get hold of my pretty as well for that one as well. Gail, trust me, you're not the only one. I'm not getting notifications when Rattus puts out videos, or when Squid goes live, or Shizzy or Tuggernaut. I'm not getting anything. I just basically refresh the page and then I suddenly see, oh shit, they're live. So I don't know what's going on. I've got that thing ticked where it says inform subscribers, and of course he's back. He came straight back after 10 seconds. He probably sat there with a big grin on his face when I did that, knowing full well I was going to do it. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day. I would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody. Just want to point out the link at the top there. That's for one of our community members, Sergeant Mitch, who's going through a little bit of an issue at the moment. So if you can help him out, anything, he is a veteran. He's a former army. So if you can help out, please do. And also, send some prayers and thoughts and that, and at the end of the day, if you can help, then fine. But the link's there. Okay. I'm not good. Squid, I'm not good at it. I have to learn from you guys how to do this. I haven't gotten any notifications for anyone. No, nor have I. Nor have I. And I think the only way you can do it is if you go onto the subscribe, you click on it and then go up to the bell, go down and then click on the no notifications, and then go back up and click on it again. That's what I've done. And I did that with one person and I got the notifications when they went live. So you don't have to unsubscribe. You just have to click the button and then go up onto the bell, go down to the bell with a line through it, click on that, and then refresh the page, go back to it, click on it, go on the top bell, click on that again, and done. That's how I've done it. But if that works, it works. If it doesn't, then there's something wrong with YouTube. Yes, Gail. Sometimes no notification is good, but the people I'm subscribed to, everyone I'm subscribed to, I like going to their streams. I enjoy being a streamer. Sometimes I'll just sit there and lurk and just listen and watch the chat. And sometimes I'll jump in and say hello, and then everyone says hello, and then I spend 22 hours saying hello back. But anyway, guys, I'm going to bid you adieu. I'm going to play my song again because I have to, because that song that was, and by the way, I'm going to do this not just out of respect, but also to help. All right. So please go and give a shout. Go and give JK Films and show him some love. Go and sub. Okay. Also, the same thing with Squid Pro Quo. Go and give copy. Go and give Squid some love. If you're not subscribed, go and subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. All right. So go and check her out. And then you got the pain in the ass. We all know who he is. The escaped prisoner, 65432. All right. Go and give Rattus some love as well. Go and hit that notification. Go and check out his videos. You'll find it quite funny. All right. And one person who's not here. All right. And that's Missy Lady. Go and check her out as well. All right. But there's one person who people seem to have forgotten. One thing I want you to go and do is I want you to go and where the hell are you? Ah. Oh, that's not the one. Where's the I want you to go and I mean this. I want you to go and I want you to go and check out Eric's. I want you to go and check out Eric's. And I want you to show him some love as well. Right. He is still part of this community. He is a minister, and I think that why was it an interesting life, Paul? What part of it was interesting for you? Oh, I'm not gonna Lisa, I'm not gonna discuss that on here. I'm not gonna discuss that topic on here. That shit can get a lot of people in trouble. And I can tell you right now that, yeah. So Paul, what did you find so interesting about the live? Seriously, it'd be actually quite interesting to know because because if there's something you liked, then it's something I can probably do in the future. If you're still here. You still here? Oh, right. Okay. This may sound a bit weird, but if you ever go to a how can I put it? If you go to oh God, I forgot the word for it now. So sometimes, like, especially with regimental reunions, sometimes if you may have reunions with people, friends and stuff like that, it's good because, you hear what's been going on. But one thing, when you go to regimental reunions or you go to any reunions or you go to any parties or dues, where you've got people, the old folk, the old timers, right? The best thing, if you ever want to learn about anything in regards of leadership or anything else, go and talk to them. Go and sit down and listen to them. And I assure you, by the time you finish listening to them, you're going to walk away and go, fucking hell. I assure you of that. Right? Just like a hint. Right? If you go past a veteran's place or anything, walk in and go and sit down with the old folk and go and listen to them. Go and ask them questions. Go, so what was it like? What rank were you? Oh, sergeant. Oh, right, okay. What was it like when you were a sergeant in 1945 or, in the 50s or 60s when national service was out between 1950 and 1952? That was when national service was going on in the UK. And go and talk to them. And boy, you're going to be surprised. Just make sure you're sitting down when you talk to them. But anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the song. This was created for me by JK Films, Z. Right? And obviously, Rattus does the same thing. Those two are so fucking talented. So enjoy the tune, and I'll be seeing you afterwards because this tune, and then you're going to get the outro. So thank you very much for coming. Thanks everyone for the support and the kind words and everything. And I wish you a blessed day. And remember, have a fantastic weekend. Please don't drink and drive. All right. Please don't drink and drive. Make sure you have a designated driver or book an Uber. All right. And just look after each other and show each other love. Sometimes, all right, you've probably fallen out, sometimes, just sitting on your border of your property and then calling the neighbor out and going, here, come and have a beer. Or I'll have a coffee or have a drink. Just show some love. Okay. Show some love. Because the negativity, I can deal with that. That's not a problem. Right. just take care of yourselves, guys. And again, have a fantastic weekend. And thank you so much for your support. And thank you very much for being here. So on that note, yeet.
This one goes out to all the Daffodil Warriors, all the brethren in Swansea, in Wrexham, in Merthyr Tydfil, from Penwhite Fan to Port Talbot. Beat up yourself. Span Rally come to mash up Babylon with some proper Welsh reggae. See, whoa, tidy vibes from the hillside, son. Spawn Trooper know the reggae man. Coal dust clear, the fire's begun. Spawn Rally sun rules Irish son. He once rode the valleys in his army gear. Now he chants with the sheep and a dragon near. From the pubs to the coast, he's spreading cheer, and the bass line rolling like a pond to beer. He said, bagpipes, now I've got a dub plate, and I swap my shield for a ganja crate. Now the miners sing in harmony, while he stank by the harp in sweet unity. Spawn Molly, the reggae man with the Welshman pride. Spawn Molly, shout you a love down the Brecon side. Spawn Molly, from the castle ruins to the Dublin line. Spawn Molly, he blessing Babylon with valley might. My Holland is glad you just a minute glass. Spawn Molly downs you fell staring or ras. De moven gani drag me and carry your head Dutch. Oh Jamaica, I jimmer in my river. The sun shines over the blue mountains. Spawn Molly dances like a star from the race. He fears no dragon, he carries peace. From Jamaica to Wales, the rhythm explodes. Oh, the Welshman got that irie glow. He blending dub with the sheepdog flow. From Cardiff docks to Snowdon speak. Spawn Molly chant what the spirits seek. Spawn Molly, no more trooping in the wind and rain. Spawn Molly, he chant down sorrow, he chant down pain. Spawn Molly, with daffodils tucked in his locks. He the reggae king of the Celtic rock sequence. Molly, Molly, similar to the world. I read forever, ever, ever.
Thank you for the
This
good...
one goes out to all the Daffodil Warriors.
Guys, thank you so much for your kind words. I wish you a fantastic afternoon and evening and a fantastic Christmas. Wait, the fuck? Where did that come from? Christmas? What the hell? Right, okay. What was put in this Dr. Pepper? What the fuck is that? Oh, excuse me. Kimaru forever. And remember one thing. Be nice to each other. I'm going to try to keep my streams positive, but I will say it as it is. I will show facts and proof. That's what rocks here. Facts, truth, and evidence. Everything else you can go and take a fucking jump. All right? So remember, guys, again, thank you so much for your kind words. And Snowflower, if you're still listening, please take care of yourself. Please let yourself heal. My thoughts are with you. And remember, just take care of yourself. And if any of you are poorly or ill or, you know, have issues or anything, please take care of yourself. Yeah. Pardon me. And remember one thing. Irregardless of what these idiots say, you are the one who will take it. If it's up to you if you take it personally or not. I'm not touching American Dr. Pepper Squid. No, I'm telling Mum. Mama Squid, I'm telling Mama Squid that you're threatening me with American Dr. Pepper. Do you know how many freaking ingredients are in that freaking stuff? I may as well go to a chemical plant and drink the stuff there. No, I refuse. On that note, bye-bye now.
Spawn trooper riding in the night, heart of gold but ready to fight, standing tall doing what's right, shining truth like a firelight. Daddy's wisdom running deep taught me promises I gotta keep, breaking chains, leaving pain behind, calling out the crooked kind. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise, second chances, they wear thin, Spawn trooper rides again. Ain't no fear when I'm around, justice stands on solid ground. One last chance to make it right, or face the reckoning tonight. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise, second chances, they wear thin, Spawn trooper rides again. In the dark where shadows creep, truth rings out, it cuts so deep. Ain't no price to make me sell, standing strong, I know too well. Oh, the truth cuts through the lies, no more secrets in disguise, second chances,